Okay, I think we're all live. I think we're all good. Hello, if anyone's there. Probably no one's here yet. It'd be kind of weird. Let's go to the Discord. Put the ping so people know that the stream is live. Okay, we should be all good to go. Let me make sure I have both YouTube and Stream Elements. Get the fuck out of here! I hate this guy. I hate the Stream Elements. Even when they give me money, I hate them. Okay. I think we are all good, mostly. Hold on. Just about. There we go. That's all set up correctly. Glader, hello. TNT Master, hello. How's it going? Hopefully you are both doing well today. Luke, hello. Hi, how are you? Toucan, gay people? Real? You might be surprised. Hello. Hi. How are you all doing today? Hopefully you are well. No one's asking me, which is kind of rude. Pretty fucking rude, but whatever. I see how it is. I see how it is. I'm not crying. I just have something in my eye. Lord of Pies, hello, of course. Hi, how are you? Lord of Pies, I heard recently you might be the Lord of Piss instead. What's going on with that? What's up with that, by the way? Dark Magician, hello, over there in YouTube. Also, Ultimate Lotad. Big fan of... You know, listen, I'm sorry, Lotad. More of a Lombre fan. Ludicolo's cool. The OG Rain Setter. You can't forget Ludicolo's status as the #1 Rain Man. Right? But, like, Lotad, I'm more of a Lombre guy. I don't know. And if we have to fight over this, that's fine. I understand. This is the first you've heard of being the Lord of Piss? I'm hearing people say, Street's just saying that you might be the Lord of Piss. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I have anything interesting to talk about before we actually start playing the game here. Not really. I had a pretty boring just week in general. Yeah. I played... It's not even my favorite mon, you're good. Okay, that's good. That's good. Chestnut, true. The Chestnut's a good starter Pokemon to have as your favorite. Although I am a little bit worried that you might... Don't tell me how old you are. Chestnut as your favorite, I feel like you're 16 years old. Because that means you probably were playing Pokemon when you were like 5 or 6. And that's probably far enough back for when Chestnut was the starter at that time period. So don't tell me. I don't want to know. Minors, whatever. Don't tell me if you're not 18 at least or whatever. Don't do it, but... That is the like. It's the same way that I told Bird that Garchomp was people whose favorite Pokemon would be Charizard if they were born in 1993, but instead they were born in 2003 instead. You're 20, okay. Whew, we're good. We're good. We're good. No, I'm not. Lord of Pies, opposite. Not Dream Minecraft. I do not want to be in the Dream SNP. I'm fine. Let me tell you how much you've come to hate Unreal since you began to use it. Toucan, the game that me and CS are doing, I think he's using Unity. He seems to be enjoying it. I'd maybe try Unity. I don't know. There was that whole thing with Unity where they try to increase the prices and stuff, and everyone hated them. But then they reverted it, and I think I think people aren't talking about it. I think I saw something not too long ago about how they're trying to be more sneaky about it, and they're trying to do the same thing again. Does anyone know about that? Is that a thing? You use Unity, you're learning Unreal now, you love Unity? Well, listen, Toucan, diversify your portfolio, obviously, right? Especially if you're looking for a job. If you're making your own game or whatever, like, just fucking use Unity then, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's differences, like, for why you use one or the other. Gotta consider how to beat the twin boss. The loop one is really hard for no reason. So... I would say one tip I would have in mind. Remember that it Sticks is the one in front, right? It Sticks is in the front, Hollow's in the back. Keep in mind that you need not all the time, but once every 3 waves, you need some sort of way to kill a backline through Sticks, right? So it could be like a held over spell, like cleave, yada yada, etc. You need some sort of way to kill the backliners. through the tank that you are not killing that round, right? You need some sort of sweep, some sort of spell to pick them off, yada yada. You need to find some way, because if you don't, you're gonna take a lot of free damage to your Pyre by letting them just walk past. Also, be mindful that one of the variants of that fight has haste units as well. So be mindful that you might only have 2 turns to handle those backlines as well sometimes. You want to make shit games or are French, use Unreal, use Unity or Godot for anything else. Also, you're making a game. Listen, I don't want to talk about it because it may end up like... I'll talk about it for the record, but I don't want to talk about it too much because it may end up... It may fizzle and just become nothing, and that would be kind of sad. But me and Contagiously Stupid are working together to make a game. I feel kind of lame for saying this. I am kind of more the ideas guy. But I would say I'm a good ideas guy. Also, sorry, Godzilla. Hi, Godzilla. How's it going? Hopefully you are doing well. But yeah, we're doing a thing. It's really neat. I can give you the sales pitch, the premise, like the idea. It's called being the designer. Yeah, you could say that, or you could just say freeloading too. A lot of words for it. The general premise. So here's my pitch, right? Here's the pitch. I do have him trapped in the basement. That is true. He is tied to the radiator, and I'm forcing him to make the game. That is what is happening down here. So the general premise. Where'd the come counter? God, fuck me. Fine. Hold on. Okay. You happy? There you go. Perfect. So he codes and you talk. I come up. So it's a deck builder game. So I've been designing cards. I've made like 120 cards for the game so far, and we ultimately want like probably somewhere. Actually, we haven't really exactly decided on where we're gonna be. We're probably somewhere in the range of like 300, 400-ish cards total, I think, for the game. So yeah, it went up. It did go up. Nosin, by the way, hello. Nosin, long time no see. Hopefully you're doing well. Well, it hasn't been that long. I think you were here a couple weeks ago. Or maybe like 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. You did get a gift sub from the person who gifted like 20 gift subs. I think it was Archer Kirby, if I remember correctly. Does the card game have a shadow step? No. Okay, so sorry. Here's the general premise, right? It's not called Cranberry Train. It's mostly involving horses, not trains. So, have you ever played like any what would you call the World of Warcraft style of MMOs? Would you just call them generic MMOs? I don't know what you want to call that genre of game exactly, but like the World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, just an MMORPG, I guess, right? So I think these games have, I wouldn't call it a flaw, but I think they're, because I've people love them, they play them a lot, etc., right? It literally has a genre. Well, there's different types of MMOs out there, right? But I think it is just like vanilla MMORPG is basically what a WoW is, pretty much, right? World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, etc., etc. Then you have like sort of you have Realm of the Mad God, right? That's like sort of like a weird fringe one. You have RuneScape, which is a little bit less fringe, but still kind of like plays in a very weird way. Like the games can all play kind of very differently. But like the standard World of Warcraft style MMORPG, I think there's like this sort of fatal flaw with them, I would say, and that is that the concept of your rotation, right? If you haven't played like a MMO like that, the way almost every character usually works is you have an order to play your skills in, right? It's like you use your 1 key, your 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, whatever. There's like an optimal way to play your character usually, right? And obviously, like, the way that they designed the game is that the enemies will force you to probably have to mix up your rotation or whatever, right? It's kind of the general. It's the way the game plays. Is the entire premise. However, I don't know how you guys feel about it. after I play like an MMO, like when I pick one up and I get into it, after like a month or two, I get kind of bored. I get kind of bored because I think that ultimately the game is just like, you know, it's cool to see number go up, but like the actual playing of the game gets a little stale. And I think a innovation in the genre would be, instead of having a skill bar, you would have a deck builder system basically, but instead of it being a turn-based combat like most deck builders are, it would be real time, right? It'd be a real time MMORPG deck builder, right? The most obvious comparison is Wizard 101, but Wizard 101 also a turn-based combat. So I think you make World of Warcraft and Wizard 101 kiss in an actual modern game, and I think it's a good idea, basically. That's the general premise of the game, right? And the class system that we have, I think, in the game is really cool. I'm pretty sure I've drawn this before on stream, but I'm gonna draw it again real quick here. Wasn't there a game that had real-time deck builder stuff? You would think it was Hadean Tactics or something? I'm not familiar, unfortunately. Maybe. Maybe the game I'm thinking about basically already exists. But also, so class system, right? So, we have... I'm going to write down all the classes currently. We got Paladin. We've got Cleric. We've got Mystic. That's Mystic, hold on. Mystic. We've got... What was the thing? Is Wizard? Wizard. Magician. Bard. I know them all, don't worry. I know all the classes in the game that we're making. Hold on. Real-time Cranberry Horse Train MMO. Vlad, that's pretty much it. You're pretty much there. You're pretty much there. It's not quite Uma Musume, though, I will say as well. Because no gacha mechanics, ideally. You gotta release it. That's why I don't like talking about it too much, because no, not even close to a release date. Right? Obviously. Not obviously, I guess, but we don't have a release date at all, so no. After Bard is Trickster, Rogue, Hunter, and then it's Ranger, Barbarian, Knight. Okay, so these are all the classes in the game currently, and the way that it works. We're gonna make a little circle here, people. We're gonna make a little circle real quick of all of the characters, of all the classes, I guess, specifically, right? So we got Hunter, we got Rogue. Hold on. Doing any prototyping? Yeah, well, CS is working on getting the engine working a little bit more smoothly, I think, right now. Like, it's not to his standards, I guess, for how it actually physically plays out. But we have, like, we're working on prototyping a little bit, basically. Okay, so. Here's the class system, right? And the way it works is you would have... Basically, you have shards here, right? If you've ever played, like, Magic the Gathering, you know, the shards of Alara? You basically have these broken down into shards. So we would have... We can do brush here, I guess. You've got these three. And these are all the characters that use armor. Specifically heavy armor. We'll just say armor for now. These are the armor characters, right? And then you've got... these three. And these are the divine magic characters. Right? Then you've got these three, which are the... I think these are like the debuff or like control characters, basically, like zone control, etc. Like area CC effects, yada yada, right? So we'll just say debuff. Yeah, although other characters can do debuffs, but we'll just say, like, I guess we'll say control. These are the control characters, and it goes so on and so forth around the whole thing. And the way that we're gonna do this is that, for example, in the cleric card pool are armor cards, divine magic cards, and control cards, right? But then, like, we need to actually get some more here so you can see the whole thing, I guess. So, like, Knight would have, let's see, we would have, I think this is where just muscle. This is the muscle pool here. And then we would have, what was Knight, Barbarian, and Ranger? It was, like, just martial characters. So, right, like, this is the idea of how the card pools work, where it's, like, there you go. Right, so you can kind of just sort of see. I'm not doing. I have a much cleaner, like, actual setup of how this works. But the idea is that the armor cards can go either for the paladin, for the knight, or for the cleric. Right. Divine magic can go for cleric, paladin, mystic. Control can go to cleric, mystic, and wizard. So far, so on and so forth. And then in addition to that, the way these characters work is that this side of the pool, so like these guys over here, are more strength focused. These guys down here are more dexterity focused, and these guys down here are more magic focused, right? So it's split up in both access to cards and what the stats the character uses are. Is Rogue like the assassin class? Yes, Rogue is gonna be. We can break this further down here still, right? So like Rogue, for example, is stealth, precision, and then agility, right? And then the idea is that, like, for Rogue, 1, 2, 3. That's what the Rogue pool uses. But then Trickster also uses stealth. They also use agility. And they use what's over here, which I think is buffs. I think it's buff effects, because that's where the Bard's also focused on. I think it's buff, and I think it's arcane magic here. I forget exactly what it is, but you get the idea. You get the idea. You get the general premise, hopefully, right? Sorry, I haven't been reading chat at all this entire time. Like, you guys aren't talking too much. Cleric does not seem like an armor-focused class. Maybe you're an ignorant. So, Godzilla, this is actually a very interesting thing, because in Dungeons & Dragons, there's a lot of different types of clerics, right? You got, like, it's actually fun, because I played a lot of 3.5. There's generally, clerics actually have heavy armor proficiency. But you could also play a variant version of clerics called cloistered clerics that have light armor instead, but then they focus more on spell casting. But the generic cleric is actually, like, heavily armored and usually very much able to, like, go into melee combat with things as well. So that's a little bit more the idea here, is that paladins are more combat focused, clerics are a little bit more healing focused, but they're both, like, still kind of in, like, the tanking role, if that makes sense. Right? That's the idea there, at least. Anyway. Any other questions so far? You don't mean to be rude, but this looks like a cookie cutter fantasy RPG system. Well, it's very generic in a lot of ways. It is absolutely like a fantasy system, right? But I think, like, an MMO with a deck builder element where you have all these sort of shared skills as well is, I think, a pretty cool premise. This is what shenanigans a free-form build could get up to using any 3 of those card pools. Yeah, that's like the idea too, is that, like, you know, there'll be some cool customization with the fact that you have these, you know, fairly open card pools to construct your character with. Now we're talking about a lot of different ways, like, of how that would work, because, like, it's a little weird to like, you know, how does it, like, will there be races besides classes? Maybe, but I think races will be, like, very small, if, like, maybe just no impact at all. Like, I don't know. Do you play as an elf horse? Yeah, there'll probably be, like, an elf horse class. Almost certainly. Almost certainly there'll be an elf horse class. Will there be racism in the game? Maybe, like, a slight bit of racism, but probably not too much. Probably not too much racism is my guess. Is that a deal breaker for you, Glader? If so, I apologize. Anime horse girls has already been... Well, it's not anime, for the record. It's medieval, dark fantasy horse girls, okay? Big difference. Big difference. Okay? Anyway. You get the idea. You get the idea. Right now we're working on, you know, making the engine work in general, and then we're going to prototype. I think the idea is our plan is to prototype a couple different systems for how deck construction works. Oh, CS, there you are. I missed your awesome joke. CS, I'm sorry I missed your awesome joke. Where did you say it before? Oh, there he is. Control D's. There he is. That, you know, CS has been here the whole time. CS can talk about this too a little bit. I missed your awesome joke. So right now we're talking about various systems for how deck building works. If cards are items, or if cards are unlocks from leveling up, or if or even just how like dungeons work. Is it a mostly solo experience? Is it meant to be like a team-based dungeon dive? Are we going classic MMO or something more like Path of Exile? If we're doing like a Path of Exile style system, where it's like you go into like a procedurally generated zone or whatever, we could do something where it's like maybe it's actually literally just like run based. We might even just like skip MMO entirely. We've been talking about this kind of, where the actual main game, like when you're in a dungeon, as you kill mobs and kill bosses, like a Slay the Spire draft system, where you then draft cards from your card pool and then add it to your current deck. A lot of different thoughts there, basically. We need to prototype and try out and see what is the most fun to play. How are you planning on doing a card game that isn't turn-based? So where the skill bar would be in a normal MMO, you will have, let's say you draw 5 cards per turn. So the cards would be you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your keyboard's hotkeys, and then there'll be like a reload button where once you're you know, you'll have some sort of energy system, you know, energy, whatever you want to call it, right, in games like this. And when if you play your cards really quickly, for example, you can't just instantly reload. There'll be some sort of reset timer, basically. Right? So if you have, you know, if your character has like a 5-second reset, you'll have 5. You could also go longer. You'll have at least 5 seconds to play your spells. You can hit R to reload, and then you will just redraw your next hand. Right? And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The deck is very restricted, or the game is very restricted in card draw effects. We want little to none card draw effects because we don't want you to have more cards in your hand than keys in your keyboard to play, basically, right? MTG made a game with something like that. It was an RPG, and you think they took it down after like a week after poor market performance? Damn. Sucks to be them. Anyway. But yeah, like otherwise the gameplay would just be like a normal, like the way an MMO normally plays, basically. Also, Kamoy, did I say hi, Kamoy? Hello, Kamoy. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Are there any other questions before we actually play the game that we're here to play, Monster Train 2, everyone's favorite deck builder? Any more questions? If not, we can get in here. Bird, hello. You deny I felt so burned, I apologize. What do you do while redrawing Twiddle Your Thumbs? Yeah, basically. So so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The general, going back to the general strength, magic, dexterity premise, the dexterity characters, one of the ideas that I like, at least, is that the dexterity stat will lower your redraw timer, right? So the idea of dexterity characters is that maybe they play like 3 or 4 spells in a turn, but they just try to like machine gun them out as fast as they can so they can redraw and machine gun more out like as fast as possible, right? Magic characters, what we want them to do is that they'll just have more mana per turn to cast. So they will play their entire hand basically every turn, but you know, they might have more to do with like playing their cards in a specific order. Like, they might be more rewarded from playing like a certain spell before another one. So they're gonna be a little bit slower. They'll have to like actually process the cards in their hand and you know, play them correctly. But then they will play most of the cards in their hand. And then unfortunately, the best we've come up with so far for strength characters is that we're gonna have a Slay the Spire style exhaust mechanic, and a big part of the strength character's game plan is going to be to exhaust cards to thin your deck out, so that way every turn you're playing good cards. So it's not, you might have some turns where you're kind of twiddling your thumb a little bit. Yeah, Ironclad basically, right? You might have some turns where you're kind of twiddling your thumbs a little bit, but ultimately there's still going to be important decision making when it comes to like, oh, I'm playing this card to remove this card from my deck, so that way my deck is thinned out, so that way by the like the midpoint in a long fight, you're gonna be much stronger basically. Rogue, yep. I mean, Godzilla, we do have a lot of stealth mechanics, a lot of backstab. Basically, the premise is that each character should have at least 2 build styles. Rogue's 2 main build styles are backstabbing and damage over time stacking. That's what Rogue is supposed to do the best, right? Knight, for example, is tanking via gaining armor and dealing damage via also gaining armor. But there's also like the exhaust mechanic thing in there as well. For them, wizards, we're doing elemental versus arcane magic basically. So they're gonna have like, but like you know how World of Warcraft they have arcane and they have fire and then ice. Arcane's going to focus on mostly trying to just like to play a bunch of spells before playing one big payoff spell. The elemental build is trying its best to hit with like all 3 elements in a single turn, basically, to create like combo effects. It's sort of the sort of idea there. I mean, you don't think you're going to do nothing? That is true. Also, we will obviously, part of prototyping and playtesting would be to like get the times to a place where you shouldn't be twiddling your thumbs too much either. To avoid basic waiting, maybe reloading also performs a basic action based on class. Yeah, I don't know, Specker. We talked about just maybe just having your character passively auto attack like most MMOs just also do. Right? When you're playing World of Warcraft, if your character is in range of an enemy, they will just passively auto attack them as well during it. So that could be a thing too. Positioning still matters, yada yada. It'll be a massive hit if you draw the whole game in MS Paint. You think so? Oh, that'd be good. Anyway. Like Bleed and Poison, yes, Godzilla. Like Bleed and Poison specifically, yes. That is what the Rogue is going to be doing, pretty much. Any other questions? This is basically the equivalent of the active time system in a Final Fantasy game. Yes, but it's not going to be like a JRPG. Kamoy, think of World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14 when it comes to like how your character moves around, yada yada, etc. What's today's date? Genuinely don't know. I could look, but that'd be cheating. Not sure. Let's play the game. Let's play the game we're actually here for. That's why I said active time. That is true. That is true. Okay, today we are playing Ardoon first. I love my big nippled bug. Let's get in there. Will it have huge gazongers that bounce on it? I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna have that. Also, fuck me. I get Ardoon, I get to finally control the moon phases. They give me Pyre of Dominion. This shit's fucked up, man. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get here. I don't like this start at all. This start seems really bad. No restarts. I've been doing a little bit of restarting, Vlad. I try not to, but every once in a while. If you look at my, I can't even look at it from here. I can't see my recent run history. I would say like 1 in every 3-ish runs has some resetting in it a little bit. Somewhere around there. You throw it back and make it clap, please. No, unfortunately, I can't do that for you. I'm sorry. You should restart right now. I should restart right now. This is not a good start to a run. I'll go Lunacy. I feel like if we end up being forced to play some sort of moon cycling build, I would rather have Lunacy than Moonrise or Mooncaller here. These both seem pretty bad to me. I don't love Lunacy either, but I think out of the choices here, we'll go with that. My deck is very small to begin with, so Dig Deep is also looking pretty bad here. So I think I'm going to go Mushy Room to start off with here. I do like Shade Guard, even if we don't have great moon control. Shade Guard's a pretty good unit. Nightingale looking pretty stinky here without good moon control. Let me think. Puffball gives us a much easier early game here, that's for damn sure. I don't have a good spawn start, so I don't think I want to play... Yeah, we're going to go Puffball here for sure, basically. Definitely a Puffball angle. Well, I've got Manifold Mirror Mushy Room, which is a pretty nice spot to be at here. Nightingale's cool, Hierophant. Yeah, but I think we still need consistent moon control to give it the multi-strike we want. So I don't think we want to go with it. Amorous Hanuki with Cluster Kernel means your units almost never die. That is true. But I don't have one of the two units there. And I have literally no other ways to spawn here. So I don't think we want to go for that. Or at least I think I'd rather just take the Puffball here for the early game. And focus on something a little bit different. I mean, I don't think I can do Mystic Hammer here, man. I guess my guess here is that we're gonna have to maybe play Hierophant, go all out incanting here. We have some spells. We can maybe make something happen here. We'll see. I don't know. But I don't think Mystic Hammer is very good. I think I'd rather get the armor. In theory, actually, can we tank through Corruption Seraph here? We'll have to find maybe like a Phase Blessing, and also like a Moon Pixie or something. I love the new update because the old clans finally feel up to par with the new ones. You're talking about Lost Armaments or whatever it's called. We've had a new update since then too. Culling Prince is actually useful. Culling Prince is pretty awesome. That is true. I think it's the draft part, but you assume a Dominion Pyre run is a good run. I am not the biggest fan of Dominion's Pyre, right? I think, personally, I think both this Pyre and Malika's Pyre, they add a lot of variance to a run that I don't like. While it is true, and I've heard some people say, nice hat, thank you, CS. I've heard some people say that in theory, the average power of a Dominion's Pyre run is higher than the other Pyre's like average runs, which I think is true. But they swing wildly. Right? Maybe if like on average a Dominion's Pyre run is 15% better, what that means is that like sometimes it's 15% better, sometimes it's 30% better, sometimes it's 15% worse, yada yada, etc. Right? A lot of variance there when it comes to Dominion's Pyre. For example, we're playing a clan that is really reliant on one of its starter spells, right? This clan really likes the Moon Cycle card, and we've lost it with Ardoon now. So we're going to have much more trouble controlling the moon phases, and as a result, it is arguably not worth playing Dominion's Pyre for. It's the same with Baron Grail, where Baron Grail is really reliant on the assistance equipment to get a lot of like stat gains and stuff. And losing those is this is not as bad as that, but it's bad also. If you had main cover instead of exile, you'd have lost moon phase control too. Yes, which is why I don't like Echo very much. Current win streak, let me see, 43 currently. If we don't count Titans, 89. But if we do count Titans, 43, which I would say I count. 43 currently. Can I take the mind model here? I think so. We're fine to do this. Yeah, I would say on average. I don't even know if I would say on average this is a bad thing for us. We'll see. I'm not sure. I think this is like on the fringe of Dominion's Pyre, maybe being better, maybe being worse for you. Really, it depends on what you drafted. I think we drafted pretty. I mean, actually, we have Mushy Room Manifold Mirror, which is pretty good. I could actually see the argument that right now is just better than Moon Control. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm very curious personally to see what happens here. And I think we'll go Puffball, pass here. And I guess I'll go Mushy Room. I'll put this here for now. And I will try to incant as much as I can top floor here. Keep it on New Moon so that way I get the stat scaling on Shade Guard. I guess I could have just played the other Shade Guard down too. I don't think it matters too much. Anywho. Keep playing our spells. I guess I don't want to pick you off because I might want to Bloody Moon you next turn. Does it matter? Oh, I could actually, I should be, I'm not realizing I should be glowing up Ardoon because Ardoon has the conduit to gain here. Yeah, slight misplay alert there. Nothing too crazy. But it is technically a little bit of a wrong maneuver. I think I'll, oh, we've already won. We've already won this round. Okay, I was going to say I can scale a little bit more here too, but it's fine. Can I show you your favorite emote lately? Sure, Godzilla. What's your favorite emote lately? Let's see. I'm a big fan of Moon Pixie. That makes me feel a lot better here. I can probably just also play a Loam Coat too and not be too worried. Okay. Not too bad. Gut check, I want to go right side here and find a Smidge Stone ASAP for one of my Shade Guards. Wait there, pretty good one, pretty good one. Pretty good one. Yeah, I think I want to go Shade Guard, Smidge, Multi, dupe it once or twice, stick it on the floor with Ardoon, and then just scale it with Hierophant here and play a bunch of spells. That honestly, with Mushy Room support, is probably good enough. I think that'll probably get there. We'll see. I'm gonna go right side. See what we see in here. Voyix, come on, don't encourage them. This is a nice shot, by the way. I want to get Glimmerstone here too, but I'll just take Smidge Stone on Shade Guard, and then Dualism on my Moon Pixie. I like that quite a bit. I like that quite a bit here. And maybe we'll just go to the, you know what we can go to? We can go to the Underlegion banner and just skip it. And then use the money to get Moon Pixie upgraded too here. That should go pretty well. Is a Cluster Kernel. I think we're not playing mushrooms here. Could have had a Noki. I think we'll be fine though. We got Yeah here. Oh my god. We don't have Yeah Tria though. I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's see. We have no money. Let's just move on. Why am I thinking? Why am I thinking here, people? There's nothing to think about. It's time to go. You can put Yeah back in Voyix's chat. Nobody tell Dagon. I would never. Scout's honor. You have my solemn vow. I'll put a puffball down here, I think. This one down here too. Okay. Get a Moon Pixie up in here. Get a Mushy Room in here too. I guess we'll just do Lunacy and then make it nighttime so we get the scaling on Shade Guard. That seems fine. That seems pretty fine to me. He walked up to the pyre, didn't really matter. Catch the Collector here. That seems obvious. And I think I'll just play... I don't think I need the Loam Coat. I think we'll be pretty fine without it here, this combat. I can play another Shade Guard. I guess I should do this first. Play that. I think I'll play the Squad Leader down here too to get it out of deck. I don't wanna. I wanna keep the New Moon up still. Seems fine to me. Seems like a pretty strong deck so far. Hold on. Bloody Moon. Yeah, this could have gone a lot worse. I think we're gonna be fine here. Did I say hi to Voyix when he came in and did the goatsy hands on Glorp? I'm not sure if I said hi to Voyix. Oh well. I'm going to the Pixie for Crazy Conduit. We can play it on anyone for Conduit. They fixed the bug actually, Vlad. I don't know if you know. They fixed the bug where what's it called? They fixed the bug where dualism doubled the propagate gains. So we can put it on anyone and we'll get the same amount of conduit growth currently. Anywho. Play this Lomco pass. There you go. There we go. I still don't know how we actually handle Corruption Seraph here. I guess, you know what? Phase Blessing should get the job done, so that's good. That's a lovely pickup for us. I don't want to say it's game-winning, but it's a pretty nice one. I do want more glow-ups. I don't care about the advance at all here. That was supposed to be a feature, not a bug. It was a bug and it was fixed. Gooey Flask. Under this pyre are way easier usually. I would agree with that. I would agree that on average, Dominion Pyre will be a benefit to you. I just really am annoyed when it's not a benefit to me. It can be sometimes very annoying. But here, and this is a run where you could argue that it's not helping us, but I think genuinely, I do think that Mushy Room with an early Manifold Mirror is probably better than having Moon Control, but we'll see. I don't know. I think I can take the glow up here too. I'm not too worried about what's it called? About the Ember. I would. Ooh, we're in an interesting spot because I would love to get deployable on my Mushroom to get immediate sapping going down. But I also do pretty aggressively want to look for multi-strike on this Shade Guard. That's pretty important as well for us. And we have a dupe coming up here. Yeah, we can do deployable N Ring 7 here. I think we need to I would like to see multi-strike now, if in theory, so I think we go right side. I would also probably just end up, even if we don't have good Moon Control, I'd probably just end up playing Selene Acolyte here too, with how much magic power we're gonna have in this build. I think I'm gonna re-roll first and then look at the shop so we can make a decision on if we wanna, maybe we need to get a little bit of extra money to get multi-strike or whatever here. Let's see. Well, Speedstone is not the worst thing ever. It's not that good here, though. I could maybe go Titanstone on the Shade Guard too. I don't think we want to do that. And we get a Selene Acolyte here too. I think I'd rather just play the Acolyte at this point. We have so much magic power. I'm okay with just playing Acolyte as a damage dealer here, not even as a consistent sweeper. I will need to probably put holdover in this Phase Blessing though, but we can probably get there. I know, maybe not super easily, but not super difficultly. It shouldn't be too hard, is what I'm trying to say. You know what? I will probably just put quick on the Acolyte too. The turns where it does have sweep, every other turn, quick sweep is probably okay here. I think I can live with that. Let's do this. Come on in here and let's see. Ooh. I don't like the followers, but I think I'm pretty... here's the thing. Specifically into Corruption Seraph here, I think I would play Endless on one of my Shade Guards here. And it gets a random equipment, which is probably going to be on average good for me. Sad it's not an overstack, but I think that's okay. Godzilla, put that man down. Put that man down. He doesn't want to be... He doesn't want to be spread open. What the heck? Yeah, I think this is fine. I can live with this, I think. It's gonna be really funny when it gives me the what's it called here? It's gonna be really funny when it gives me the silent equipment. The Stoic Plate Mail, so we can't get the stat gains. Otherwise, we should be in a pretty good spot here. We're gonna definitely go energy first. Probably double energy, I think. Oh no, we can't go double energy. No, we can go double energy. We just probably won't dupe the Shade Guard then. I want to get the Acolyte on the floor too. Oh, we can go energy space. Yeah, we'll have to go energy space, and then we can't play the Mushroom in deployment, which is fine. It's not super essential to play in deployment, I think. Here. It's just nice if we can. You finally secured your new cat. Let's go. Poggers, etc. What is your new cat's name? Or have you not named it yet? Oh, mitosis cap. That's interesting. Okay, well, I guess we're getting a second shade guard. I guess we don't need to go to the well anymore. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. I'm gonna go mushy room. I'm gonna put loam coat on you for now. I don't know. You're open for suggestions. Maybe like big cat. That'd be a good name, like gigantic big cat. How do we feel about that as a cat name? I'm just gonna go Lunacy 2 here so I can start propagating the conduit here. That seems pretty good. Can you share a picture of the Discord? Of course, absolutely, please. Let me know when it's in there. I want to see it. Let me know when you got it in. Okay, no Moon Pixie. I'm probably gonna go size upgrade first so we can get Moon Pixie into this setup here. I can do this though. And then Lunacy again here to get New Moon. That looks pretty good. And you walking up doesn't matter because you have the mushy room. You're neutralized. I would not name your cat Size Queen, personally. I'll go maybe with Trap Queen, personally. I think that's a good name for the cat. I would name the cat RGF Productions. Well, again, you living doesn't really matter here too much. I guess I'm gonna do glow up here to get the conduit increased again. You can do this, and then we have 2 mana left over. This Shade Guard can go here, it doesn't matter. Whatever, it's fine. Come here, 1738. That's a good one. That's a good one. Remember, cat, money out of sight, cause fight. Very important. What about the Jonkler? You will think about this one. It's actually kind of good. Do not name your cat the Jonkler. Pause. Hold on. Do not name the cat the Jonkler. You cannot do this. I won't allow it. Cease immediately. Okay, GG. It's better than Big Cat. It is better than Big Cat. That is true. That is true. You should name them Parmesan. Why do you wound me so? Why do you hate me, bird? Anyway. Energy there. I think I still want to go right side because I want to look for holdover on Phase Blessing for the Seraph fight. Also, Pyro isn't too bad. Yeah, we're just gonna go over here. That was an accidental shot fired. It wasn't an accident. You fucking know it wasn't an accident. How dare you? How fucking dare you? So I think I'm gonna dupe the Moon Pixie. My big problem right now is that we don't have a way to get this out quickly, other than having a very thin deck to begin with. I think 2 copies should guarantee us that we see it pretty early on in fights. We're gonna be pretty dependent on seeing this thing ASAP. Let's do that for now. You should not name the cat Lolcow. Don't do that either. Chairman Meow Fan. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Taoist, hello. How's it going? Hopefully you are doing well. I kind of like taking Battleborn here. It's a little late, but it shouldn't be too hard to get Ardoon Slays. And we kind of can use any conduit we can get in this build, especially with now that we made the Phase Blessing intrinsic. I do think this is pretty good for us. Sure, why not? Name them Lol Cat. You could name them Icon Has Cheeseburger. That'd be a pretty good name for your cat. Dallas, thank you for asking. No one else asked. No one else asked how I was doing today. Thank you. I'm doing very well. I was doing very well. Until I realized that no one asked me how my day was going. Now my feelings are hurt. Because no one cares? What the fuck? That's not true. One person cares. You asked, I just didn't read. Damn, dude. Maybe I'm the one who doesn't care. Maybe it was me all along. I just didn't read your message. Damn, maybe I'm the lolcow all along. -1 energy. It's a pretty big hit. Although it just means we can't play title turning and our rollout's a little bit slower, but I think we're fine. I think we should be fine here. Yeah, I think we can do this. I want the money too pretty badly. Okay, so we go top floor. I think we'll go Arduin, obviously. I think we get Shade Guard down. Ooh, Iron Tongue. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'll play Puffball here. And just pass. What the heck? I'm gonna go, I think, Moon Pixie. I'm gonna go Mushy Room. I guess I'm gonna Phase Blessing here for now. That looks good to me, okay. Figured dog you will get a Corgi and name it Killer. That's a pretty good name for a Corgi. I hit you. Play this and pass. And we actually are setting ourselves up for having Arduin get this lazy, which is really good for us. I'll play Acolyte here. I think as well, yeah. Oh, actually, now I've stolen a kill, I think, from Arduin. I didn't realize Acolyte would be hitting for so much here. Ah, whatever. It's fine. Maybe. I can sneak another Shade Guard in here, which I guess is okay. I'm gonna put it behind. Oh, I don't know. Oh, you know what I need to do actually? I'm gonna make it full moon this turn, so we don't have sweep next turn, so Arduin can maybe slay one of these fuckers back here. That actually makes way more sense to me now that I think about it. Let's do that. Let's do that. Has anyone talked about you shaving yet? Kind of gives off Harrier Dubois. I don't know who that is. I was trying to go for a Sequisha. Oh wait. Oh, you know what? Hold on. A new plan. Arduin in the front here. So Arduin's getting the slay on the heavy instead of Shade Guard. Because Shade Guard, I forgot, has the Iron Tongue on him. Boy got that tongue on him. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so if we do this... I'm stealing so many kills from my own goddamn unit here, actually. No matter what I do. You know what? Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. If I do this... Ooh, if I do this, we're not stealing slays, actually, I believe. Because it's 100. Okay, I think this is fine. There we go. There we go. Okay. Disco Elysium guy? I never played it. Sorry to say. So I don't know if I should be offended or if I should say thank you. I will choose to say thank you, I believe. I'm going to assume this is a nice thing to say about me. I'm going to go Phase Blessing. I guess on you, because I need the Pixie to be alive here for sure. Let's try this. He's definitely Harry Dubois. He's either a super cop or an idiot. I can't just be like... That's all I could be. Those are my only choices. I can't just be, I don't know, guy. I look like a raging alcoholic. Thank you, I guess, also. Yeah, these feel like... They don't feel like good compliments, people. These don't feel like good compliments. You remember the wine stream? True. Fair and true. Do I want to play? I don't think I need Wax Cap here. I think I already have enough sap with Mushy Room. Because I have Deadly Variant Mushroom. Is that enough too? I think also just no. Yeah, I think I just skip these. You like my hat? Thank you. Everyone loves my hat today. It's so cool. Left side here for sure. I was gonna say I need holdover on the Phase Blessing. I think we're good now. I think that actually kind of seals it for me. I think we are not in any trouble now. You look like $1 million if the money was counterfeit. Are you saying that I look like I've had plastic surgery? Is that what you're saying? Is that what that means? I'm not sure. I kind of like Intrinsic Lunacy here so we can make sure... Oh, I could have done Intrinsic Lunacy holdover to make sure we always have the right moon cycle as well. That would have been cool. I think I'll actually do this, though, still. I forgot that hers was Horde here. I guess I'll take Wingsteel. And I will remove probably the Squad Leader at this point. Squad Leader is so nothing in this deck. Get this guy out of here. And then I'll probably remove... I like the double. I think I'll get rid of this Shade Guard here. The non upgraded one. That seems fine. Cranberry looks like if Mario was American instead of Italian. Why can't you just say, wow, you look good today? Hey, you know what? Honestly, though, I actually wouldn't like that either. So actually, never mind. Say nothing. Say less. Just say, how dare you? You mean as an insult, but you can see how every piece of context Chaz giving you is making it worse? No worries, man. No worries. It's fine. It's fine. Everyone hates me. Ooh, Loam Code on Shaker. That's pretty cool. Play you out. I want this for 3. I want you having conduit now so you can propagate it. Then I'll play this here to kill it. Okay, good. Good start. So you mentioned it in Voice of Discord where you took your car to the dealership for repairs last week. Monday you called to check in since you hadn't heard anything. He told me, your name is Taoist. I don't see that we have your car. I'm gonna find out they had my car under the name of the original owner. Fast forward, you go pick up your car. It was fixing something from a recall, apparently, so free of charge. That's pretty cool. I don't know title turning here. Not really that badly. I think I'll just keep making sure we're on the right moon cycle. So we'll do this. Pass turn. February, when you got home, and along with information, they still had the other guy's info. I was gonna say, that would be really funny if they charged the other guy too for all of this, but like you said, it was free, so it doesn't matter. That would have been hilarious if they charged the other guy this whole time. We're sweeping here. I think I can pretty safely move you to the front here, Ardoon, and have you tank for a bit, and get the slays here on the heavies. You don't think your good friend Alvin would want them giving his name, email, and phone number? I can see Alvin maybe having some issue with that, actually. Good point. I can see Alvin maybe being a little bit ticked off about that note. Should I just play it? No, I don't want to play the second Moon Pixie. It's overkill. The Ardoon's not getting slays anymore. Play this down here. Okay. There's my Shade Guard. And my Mushy Room, so I guess I'll do... Well... We're already getting swept anyways, it doesn't matter how we play this part too much here. I'll throw in the Shade Guard, why not, right? Ooh, Glutton's Maw, I can eat my own units. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. Okay. You went to people who hate you, Island, and no one was there. Wait, never mind, you just saw Eric? The only Eric I know, I thought I was on pretty good terms with. Damn, I didn't know he hated me. That's unfortunate. Hopping in, Zula, how's it going? Hopefully you are well today. Keep stacking up the armor on Ardoon for now. It's going, that's good, that's good. I'll just title turning and phase blessing here, I think. Pass turn. I want Ardu to kill the executioner still. How's the streak going? Currently 43. It's going pretty well. No spoilers for today's YouTube, but it was a pretty exciting run. Let's put it like that. Today's YouTuber was a pretty exciting one. And also it has Gilda too. It has Gilda as well. So, you know, if that does something for you, then there you go. Let's finish Lady of the Reformed run with sack res for clearing. Weird. No Lady of the House, no, just Lady of the Reformed and a bunch of buffed up drafts. Interesting. We're in an interesting spot. I think Planetarium is just unnecessary here. I think we don't need this, and I think I'd rather just have triple Mushroom here. Because again, we can't play the Mushroom intrinsic, and I don't want to draw this before drawing Mushroom and then having to Manifold Mirror it instead. 3 Ladies of the House too? There you go, there you go. Are you doing all of this just to reach 67 wins in a row? This is not... I would like to get to 100. That'd be pretty cool. If possible, but no. I'm just doing this to, you know, validation. That I'm not a stupid lolcow. Oh, you're talking about... I thought we use a deck cleaner. I thought you were saying, like, slang for clearing the enemy waves, like clear the deck or whatever. You just literally mean like emptying your own deck. Interesting. The goal was to beat Voyix's record. I don't care about beating Voyix's record. 100 is a nice number to go for because it's like a good goal, I think. But if I got to 102 and then lost, I'd be pretty happy. It's not really much of a factor for me, I guess. I don't hate going left side. Our Acolyte could use another upgrade, but it's not super important. But also, we have a Cavern event here, too, and I don't care about the Armory or the Merchant Trinkets too much here, so we'll go left side. You meant Harry Dubois as a compliment. The stash is fun. Thank you. I appreciate that. You mean Sackres has 2 uses, 1 big draft, and mass etch builds? That's fair. I don't want to make a big mushroom here. The mushrooms are not important for us, actually. So I'll reroll, see if I can get a multi. No multis allowed today, people. No multis allowed. It's kind of fucked up and twisted, if you think about it. Speedstone? No thanks. You know, I don't actually hate the idea of Speedstone on a follower with the Moonlit Glaive. I think we're just better off putting the Moonlit Glaive on Slain Acolyte still. Let's start removing... I think we start removing the followers now. You're not like the followers? Listen, don't get me wrong, the followers are ass. They are not a good unit to play around. They are... By all accounts, basically, they are a net negative on your deck. But one day I'll play one and actually it'll be useful. You shaved your stash 3 days ago and it feels so weird like something is missing. Yeah, dude, your mustache. Are you stupid? You just shaved it off. That's what's missing. Duh. Obviously. Lol, got his ass. Sorry. What am I doing here? We can overstack a Shade Guard, which I think is a pretty easy line to take. And I'd like to get the bigger stats. Let's risk it. We could go for Titanite too, but I think it's overkill. We already have Endless, we don't need Titanite. There you go, Shade Guard. Enjoy. Could have flown your boy. I assume that's in and not is as a typo, but maybe it was supposed to be is. Yeah, we could have gone double energy upgrades and flown them in instead. That would have been really strong. But the problem with flying units in like this is that we need to play the Moon Pixies first. If we ever need the tanks in the way, it causes problems. We could have actually given it to Moon Pixies then maybe instead. Could have given Moon Pixies the fly and then fly them in. I don't know. Not my followers. Oh, yeah, you're right. We could have flown the followers in. True. That would have been something. Well, you've done an old Fecundity Twisted Back follower run. It was bad, but it got there in the end. That does sound fucking miserable. That does sound tremendously not good. Do I have the stats here to kill right away against these guys, or do I need to play top floor? Once you get set up, there's no way, like, basically they just never leak. It's a little bit spooky, but I think we can do this. I think we can let them come up here. Ooh, reanimate, organ harvester. I don't think I'm ever getting any actual slice of that, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, getting the Moon Pixie here is awesome. Big fan. And then we get to do... This will do Lunacy first. Do this. Make it nighttime for the stat growth here. Start tanking up this bad boy. And just pass like that. Seems pretty good. Merry Cock Thursday. Jubal, Merry Cock Thursday to you as well, of course. And many more. Or whatever, I guess. I don't know. You're convinced the followers are made bad by Cult of the Lamb devs because the way they write them in their own game is not flattering? Hey, you know, interesting theory. I've heard some people say that they think that Shiny Shoot hates the game, and that's why they made them bad too, which I think is also a funny thing to think about, but ultimately it's just like, I don't know. I'm actually very curious how much input, because obviously the Richard Garfield event was designed by Richard Garfield. We all know this, right? Duh. But I wonder how much input, like, Balatro had on the Balatro event, Inscription on the Inscription event, and the Cult of the Lamb. I'm curious what if any at all. I would imagine they had some feedback and stuff. I'm curious. I don't know. I genuinely want to know how much, if any, influence they had on the designs. Nefarious Shiny Shoe kicking Monster Train in its nuts as they still mourn over Inkbound's failure. True. I wouldn't call Inkbound a failure, for the record, either. I would call it probably not as successful as they were hoping, but not a failure. That's a bit harsh, I think. I'm going to go Moon Pixie here for bigger armor gains. That looks pretty good to me. It wasn't a success. Maybe a learning opportunity. I don't know. A failure by their standards because they discontinued it and all. That's fair. That is probably the correct way to put it. Right now, I need to make it New Moon so that way Arjun's getting the Slay here. Because right now you're dying at quick speed. You're all dying at quick speed, basically, here. I'm gonna put you down here. You do this into Lunacy because it's X-1. You live, but it doesn't matter if you live. So hooray. Inkbound was okay, but not my cuppa. Yeah, I don't know. What's so... I wouldn't even say it's so unfortunate. The thing about Inkbound that upsets me is that I can't figure out why I didn't like it very much. It feels like it's not a bad game, but I just can't put my finger on why I didn't like it as much as I could have. So I don't know. What are you gonna do, I guess, at the end of the day? Not come. You're not gonna come. Do not come. Wrong answer. Kill this guy. We're going to not play the Lunacy here, I think. I'd like it to be new. Oh, you're getting back to the... Ooh, wait a second. Hold on. No, I do want it to be New Moon, actually, because I don't want you to leak. This guy's leaking currently, and I think he'll eat the Cherub as well. Which will, I think... Well, actually, you're going to have... No, actually, it's fine if you leak, because you're not going to have enough sap to do anything. Yeah, we're okay with this, right? Because you're going to have negative... Well, another 3. Negative 4. Yeah, you should die. If I've done the math, or do very little damage, so that's fine. That works out for me. Then the gameplay tedious. You hate searching for the correct pixel to use skill. You know, that's probably it, basically, yeah. I think positioning and, probably a combination of positioning being a little bit annoying and just moving in general being annoying. You know what also bothered me? You know how when you were, like, in between zones, you had to, like, look around for things to, like, break open to get, like, a little bit of money, basically? And you could ignore it, but you would, like, miss some advantage if you had ignored it? A YouTube chatter stole your point? Yeah. Kill them? No. I wouldn't kill Jay. Jay is cool. But the whole thing where you're like, when you're in between combat zones, you're breaking open little barrels and then like 5 gold pops out. I find that to be very annoying too. I think that's also like it just pads the runtime a little bit. I wish they would give you the loot from those barrels after the combat as well. I think that's what I would prefer. Yeah, I need to make it New Moon. Or so that way we get a kill for Ardoon. I think I'll move you back actually, because right now I think that Shadeguard's getting the kill, which I don't want. There we go, good. That's the issue with Aethermancer as well. Jay, I agree. It's also something that's an Aethermancer. And I probably even talked about it in my Aethermancer video if I had to guess. I probably mentioned that's something that's a bit tedious in that game too. I'm a little bit more forgiving of Aethermancer because Aethermancer has some really cool shit in it though. So whatever. But it is present there as well. Also the thing in Aethermancer where you have to like find the secret pathway to talk to the fish to answer trivia questions. That is kind of annoying too. But if that fish is more interesting, then I would like it more, I think, in general, because it would feel more worthwhile to explore. Poker's probably the best format for me when it comes to the team battler games. Poker Rogue's pretty cool. I feel like Poker Rogue just unfortunately, like, algorithmically died. Kind of no other way to put it, right? People just, like, you know, kind of don't care about the game anymore. Which is sad because it's really cool. You feel like it's present in too many complete room of combat, explore the floor roguelikes? Yes. Yes. Real shit right there. True. Okay, we can definitely cycle correctly here. So I can get a kill for Ardoon. And I will do this one. This one will cycle correctly. There we go. Perfect. Poker was really fun to play. We didn't care for watching it, at least in YouTube videos. That makes sense too. We just don't have that element. Poker Rogue has some sort of, like, has kind of some game-breaking shenanigans in it too, I feel like. I'll take Spike here. That's just kind of fine. Poker Rogue, I feel like, has, like, I've seen, like, clips. It's really hard to do. I've seen clips of, like, people one-shotting and turning this in, like, in a single round. It's harder to do, but it definitely happens in that game sometimes. Not nearly as often as it happens in Isaac. Where am I going here? Do I care about a dupe? Not really. Do I care about spell upgrades? No, we have our spell upgrades already pretty well upgraded, so I think I'll just go left side. Poker Rogue timeline was a little long. That was his biggest flaw. Yeah, it didn't capitalize. Had momentum, didn't capitalize. So sad. We'll take Armament. I'll probably put Armament on Ardoon and Glaive on Acolyte here at this point, if I had to guess. I don't think I don't have enough energy to merge them. That will not work. You know, I'll take a second Glaive though too. Actually, that's also pretty good here. I think that the double Shade Guard is just overkill here too. I think I'm gonna just deployable the Mushy Room, and then leave the open slot for whoever I draw first between the second Shade Guard and Moon Pixie. That should be fine, I think, for the most part. And I will remove some more cards while I'm here. What do I remove at this point? I guess I'll get rid of a Puffball. He can go. Excuse me. There we go. Thank you. Oh, I had a vortex here too. Shoot. Other puffball out. Well, I don't need the second mushroom now that I made the first one deployable, so we can get rid of the second mushroom too. And then we'll go probably higher thing here, because I don't care too much about Mage Blade 2 on this build, I think. I care about armor, though. I guess also no. I guess I'll go actually Mage Blade 2. More. It's fine either way. Honestly, Train 2 is a bit flawed with lack of boss variety. Well, something that they're actively working on, right? We just got, you know, effectively 6 new bosses, right? 2 new floating bosses with 3 different variants each. Does the update help immensely? I agree. I agree. I can play bottom floor here, I think, pretty easily. I may be able to play mid floor though. I can probably, if I get set up a little bit better, I can probably just kill the Thorn Guard. It seems fine. Yeah, I think we can do this too. Actually, I'll play top floor. We're gonna have intrinsic holdover phase blessing for 1,000,000 armor. It should be super easy. Never mind. We can just do this, and then mushy room, right? That should be good. You would love this stim to the sub combats. Literally like a self-made Heartbeat Shade Cloak boss. Well, they kind of already have the self-made Heartbeat Shade Cloak boss with what's his name, the returned one or whatever, the guy with the eyeballs who has 20 reanimate. That sort of is like the same style basically of a boss. So I just do this, see what I draw? Fuck you. I guess I'll just go glow up here, I think. Into... I guess I'll do glow up into spike into lunacy to make it new moon. That seems fine for now. Okay. Did our dude attack before Acolyte did there? Am I losing my mind? I must be going crazy, I think. You would still love to see the hyper offense one in the mid game. Oh yeah, you're right. Harpy is not. Sorry, Harpy is not Shade Cloak. I don't know why I thought they were like the same boss in my head. You're right. You're right. Brain machine broke. Sorry. I'll do this, and I think I'll do Loam Coat onto the Bloodthirsty Blade is nothing, so we'll do Loam Coat here. Oh, my Void Armament. No, fuck. Whatever, it's fine. They are the same, though. That is true. That is true. That is true, Jay. Like, personally, I'm in the same boat here where I don't care too much about super completing a game like that. I can walk away and just be like, yeah, okay, game's over. Fun time. Moonlit Glaive, no. Dude, you're living back here? Shit. Oh, if I do this, I think. Yeah, because I need the Moon Pixie to actually kill one of these guys. If I do it this way, then the Collector dies. Okay, cool. Very nice. Very nice. Those are the mid game. You know, you are right there as well. That is a very good point. Both of the Ring 4 bosses, or is it Ring 5? Well, you have Ring 4, which is Ajax. Who's the other Ring 4 boss? It's not Ajax. It's not Quoto. It's the Corruption one, right? Is the Corruption one, I'm pretty sure, is Ring 4, or am I mixing it around? Yeah, Kel the Corruptor, right? And then Ring 5 is Quoto and yeah, they are just all like endurance fights, aren't they? When you think about it, I could see like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think about that. You are right. You are right there. Curious lib. Uh-oh. I can't phase away full moon here. Yeah, I can't do it. Oh well, not a big deal. You don't get the fear of Harpy? Well, Harpy I feel like was only really ever super scary if you were playing, what's it called? If you were playing the DLC and you were taking shards. Because if you took too many shards, the Harpy would kill you. And in this game, I feel like it's a little bit less likely on average, I guess. So we should have quick hit here, Ardoon double slaying here. That seems good. I should have played the Bloody Moon on this guy here, though, the Silencer. Yeah, it's a little bit of a misplay, because I'm going to lose my Slay Triggers now, I think. Oh, actually, I get one Slay Trigger from Acolyte. Oh, Acolyte can't sweep. Shoot, never mind. Oh, but I can move you to the front. So I move you to the front, then it's Ardoon, hit, hit. There we go, good. Perfect. Let's just do this as well, that's fine, okay. You really like the new middle boss Strix. It kind of scratches that itch. Yeah, the Strix is really cool. I think my gut check is that, and I haven't played it too much yet, but my gut check is that on average, Flesh Weaver is a little bit overstated across the board. And then maybe that guy could use a little bit of a tune down, if you will. But ultimately, it's not too bad. And Strix is a really cool fight as well. From what I've seen, at least, I feel like. Okay, kill you in the back line there. We sweep. Ardoon double kills. I guess I put this on one of the Moon Pixies just to make sure we don't, I don't know, die. You fucker. Vengeful Shard. God damn it. Once again, Wing Steel fucking me. Okay, no Ardoon death here, and it's a lot of slays for him, so I'll just end turn. Not doing the math on who gets the actual kills here. Seems good to me. I can't believe it. Moon Pixie sniped the kill. What a damn shame. I think I'll just probably skip on these. I could do Hexcalation and over a stack here, I suppose. Ah, what's the harm? Sure, get in here, Hexcalation. Why not? My favorite card in the game, Hexcalation. Big fan. Also, the game is set to Ball X Pit still. Is it? For me, it says Monster Train 2. Am I crazy? Hold on. Hold on. Let me refresh the page. How are we on Ball Pit? Is Monster Train 2? Thank you. Thank you. Wait, is this a stream extension? Oh, you know what? I had the Ball X Pit extension enabled. I didn't disable it. I forgot. That's been on for a couple of streams now, I think, actually. Yeah, it's just an extension, Zulit. It was a thing where it was like a Twitch can like summon things that kill me in the middle of playing Ball Pit. It was actually really cool. It was a pretty fun little thing. Anywho. Sorry, where are we going next here? I don't care much for the left side here. I guess we'll go right side. We don't need our Seal Shop upgrades here. We don't need money. We don't need Pyre Health. So I guess we just go right side, right? That seems fine. Eternal Stone. I'm pretty good for Eternal Stone. Smolder Stone, I think, here. I guess I'll just do... But actually, hold on. Before I do anything, let me see the Merchant of Trinkets here. Honestly, a Slay the Streamer for Monster Train 2 could be fun with Dominion starts. Yeah. I agree. The stream gets to, like, pick what you get off Pyre Dominion and can fuck you over. It'd be pretty funny. Judge's Scales doesn't seem very good here. Crown of the Eternal with Infinite Armor. So yeah, these are all skips here. Actually, you know what? I'll take the staff. That's fine. I don't want mycelium. I'll take the lantern. That's fine. That's okay. Whatever. I'll go Stackstone and Lunacy. I'll do this, I guess. On the spike here, let me reroll. I get to pick the minion and the stream picks all future drafts. Oh, like all of them. Oh, okay. Well, that's spooky. I think they'll kill me. I think Twitch Chat will just kill me, man. I don't know if you know this. They hate me. Oh, I can do Lunacy here. I can do Lunacy, hold over Permafrost, just to make sure it's always the correct moon cycle as well. You know what? Sure, fuck it. Why not? Why not, right? At this point, what else are we doing here? I will remove 2 cards. I'll be honest, Loam Code's kind of a dead card in this deck. We can get rid of Loam Code here, I think, actually. Loam Code out. You know what? I just put Hexcalation in. I'm going to take it out. It's gone. Folks, Hexcalation, it's over. Oh, but you know what? This is actually, I'm foolish. I could have kept it in and gotten triple Moon Pixie Floor. What a throw. What a complete and total throw. I can't believe this. Okay. The Stackstone Battle Lunacy, since you can't use it to change phase now. No, the Stackstone the Stackstone is it doubling the conduit. The phasing is still just 1x. The +1's from intrinsic, but the X amount is not affected. Yeah. Moon cycling is not a status that gets buffed by this. It's interesting that Mollusk Mage is stronger than Moon Pixie. It is interesting. I agree. Usually. Okay. We're gonna go Shade Guard, Ardoon, Acolyte, Mushy Room, pass turn. The die item doesn't help me at all. That's pretty funny that you're here. Moon Pixie in. We're gonna give the Moon Pixie, I think, the Phase Blessing here. I'll tank some damage here to give Void Armament here. That seems pretty good. I'll do this. And I'll do this. And I will cycle to New Moon, so that way we get scaling on Shade Guard this turn. And I'll put this right there. The end. Do you like playing Stygian more than Luna Coven? You know what I would say? I would just say that Luna Coven uses the conduit better. That's the thing, right? It's that Luna Coven just has better use cases for it. Basically. It might be more conduit on average from the Mollusk Mage if you give it Conduit Stone and Dualism or whatever, right? But I think context is important or whatever, right? That's the secret here, I guess. I'm going to play you here. I forgot about Curse Guys existing. Let's do this. This is phase 2. Sure, why not? Jeff, sorry, we're not doing music requests today. Sorry, we're multi-streaming, so YouTube will shoot me in the head if I try to play a song. Apologies. Okay, no one's dying here. I guess I'll put this probably onto Ardoon this turn. Play these out. Yeah, I want the Moonlit Glaive down. Yeah, I'll do Moonlit Glaive, I think, here. Sure. Put that on the Acolyte. A free Moon Pixie, huh? What do I want to do with this? I guess I'll just do blow up here and pass. Fuck my stupid Chungus life. You fuck with Beastie Boys because JVB sounds like modern day Beastie Boys. I think how do I put this exactly? I think I respect the Beastie Boys. I don't think I fuck with them too heavy. I respect them. I think they're like, you know, a foundational band or whatever the fuck that means, right? But I don't like, I'm not like actively like, you know, pulling them up on Spotify or whatever. I'm happy they exist. Ah, fuck me. That's fine. I'll put this here. That guy in the back is living still, which is hilarious. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind. Did I? Oh my god, I gave him Endless, but I had too many guaranteed curses, so he's still in the deck. Shadeguard, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of there, you dumb bitch. Bastard. Don't fucking draw it again, by the way. God, there he is. Okay, whatever, fine. Fuck you. I'm taking the damage. Or I guess I'm not taking the damage. I'm playing. Well, I kinda want to get title turning down too, so I'm not annoyed here anymore. You know what? Title turning me. I'll take the 5 damage, it's fine. It's fine, people, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna not play Lunacy here so I can get the sweep hit. Oh, but I can get more slays on Arden if I do this. And I get a curse, worth. Like, imagine Beastie Boys, but with Gen Z shitposting. That sounds worse to me than the Beastie Boys. Am I crazy? That sounds less appealing to me personally. Maybe I'm just like a sick freak. Absolutely deranged fucker, you know what I'm saying? If these guys league, it doesn't matter because we have the sap, I think, still. Sure, that seems fine to me. You're just not enlightened. Spend some time in the cube, you'll understand. I forgot. You know what? That's true. I could spend some time in the cube. Beastie Boys, Imagine Dragons collab. That's a fucking terrible sentence. That's a horrible thing to say to a person. I think this is fine. Let them walk up to the pyre. I don't give a shit. Imagine Beasties. No thanks. I'm good. Decline. Put this shit here. Well, that's not a super heavy in the back. So it's hit, hit, hit. The heavy do be walking up though if I let the thing go. So I'm gonna pass actually on this one. This one we let go. The heavy will hit our pyre a little bit if we don't kill it. Oh, and Ardude actually can kill. I think that can get at least one hit on the reanimate guy. Never mind. This is fine. This is good for us, I think. Really, another Discord toll here? Fuck you, man. Fuck you, piece of shit game. Whatever, just pass the turn. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. They can go up and just die still. They don't do any damage. Little Dicky and Adele. That'd be bad, also. You're right. You guys are good at coming up with terrible shit. What the fuck? Intergalactic to the Tuna Radioactive is that's the song where it's like bow and a bow and a bow. You know that one, right? It's just that, and then like it stops playing that, and then he does the breathing in, breathing out part. That would be truly terrible. Well, think of a shit poster that it would work, and that word would work. Nah. It would not work. Adele's serious tone was shattered to the silly posting. I feel like Adele is a person who, I'm with no evidence whatsoever to prove this. I feel like Adele is like kind of like a chill ass viber. I think Adele would be like willing to do it. I bet. I think she knows not what she has wrought on this planet, basically, by doing what she is doing. I think this is the beginning of the end times. Adele, please don't do it. Okay, I'm gonna play the Moonlit Glaive here. I'm gonna do Glow Up onto Ardoon and to Glow Up onto you again, just to shuffle you guys around a bit. Fuck you, man. God damn you. I have a bunch of zero-cost spells. I guess I want New Moon for... because I don't care about Sweep here too much. I'm not going to play the Lunacy. I'm going to leave that one held over. I'm going to play these and just pass the turn like that. Adele is a good mom. She took her son to meet up with Rust YouTubers while on tour. What the fuck? That's weird. That's very strange. I guess kind of based though too, or whatever. Well, I'm like still trying to min-max scaling on Ardoon. Fucker. Hey, Brain. You can just win the fight here pretty easily. You don't have to worry about this too much, man. I'm like really trying to min-max this shit, and it's just not necessary. Yeah, I'll just do Full Moon, I think, forever now. That should be enough to win this, hopefully. Hold on a second. Archer Kirby? Hello? Why have you done this? It's gonna say, I'll kill you 20 times now. It's too many. Also, thank you. That is very nice. I don't want to pry. This is like, you have a lot of money, right? I'll kill you. You know what? I'll allow that. I'll allow that. I listen. Hopefully, you are in a position where this is not like irresponsible of you to do. But thank you. I'm streaming when you're home from work. I have been not streaming very much lately, which I apologize for. But hopefully your job makes you a lot of money. You're doing fine financially, so it's cool. Okay, that's good. Thank you for giving me that assurance. It is a bit of a like. Maybe it's an irrational fear. It's something that I do worry about. Where it's like, someone will be like, I gotta give this guy on the internet a lot of money. And then they end up like not being able to pay rent or whatever. Your friend recently spent $450 on a Wicked-themed Dutch oven from Le Creuset. That's pretty cool. Jeff, I don't live in Flint, Michigan. That's just not true. That's just not even a real thing. You're lying. Anyway. Again, though, thank you. That's very nice of you to give me. I don't even want to think about how much money that is. It's too much. So I wouldn't teach you. You know, if you want to meet up in Flint, Michigan, sure. If you want to meet up in Flint, Michigan, do some axe throwing, I'll teach you. That's fine. That's fair. That's only fair, I think, at this point. Voyix has your prime. Yeah, listen. I infinitely care more about you actually watching the stream than giving me money. That is so much more important. Do I want sweep here? It gets me closer to lethal, I think. Not by too much, I guess. I don't know. You can do this. You're dead. You're almost dead. That's fine. Okay, we'll play like that. We'll play it like that, I guess. Okay, finally the sub noises have stopped. Fan meet and greet in Ohio. Yeah, first Voyix has got to meet my IRL friends without me. He's been plotting to hang out with them for a while now. He's got to meet them, and then you guys can also meet my friends without me. That'd be a fun one. That's what we'll do with the meet and greet. The meet and greet will be just not me even being involved at all. Did I play this here? Maybe. I don't know. Why'd you go to Ohio? It'd be funny. Good bit. Okay, play the curses out here. Moon Pixie's unnecessary. I do want the sweep though to kill that backliner there, so I think I will play the Pixie here. Into oh shit. Gotta play the glow up too. There we go, nice. What'd you do if I showed up at your work? Well, I don't know what you look like, Bird, so I treat you like a customer. If you then revealed that who you were, I would probably say, how did you find out where I work? Please don't do this again. I'd be very upset in general. Let me put it that way. I would not like that at all. I've talked about it before, but I've specifically not told people at my job that I stream. There was a person. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what's kind of funny? This person did quit. This person quit. I mentioned this before, but when I was doing the which sponsor was it? It was I think it was World of Warships. I did a World of Warships sponsorship like a year and a half ago, I think, roughly. And this coworker of mine was talking to another coworker of mine about how they were playing World of Warships or whatever. World of War. I think it's World of Warships, right? That game was actually kind of fun. It's not the worst game ever. It's not the worst game ever, but so I had a coworker who was watching World of Warships, or who's playing World of Warships, and I almost reflexively said, "Oh, I was sponsored to play that game the other day." I almost just reflexively told them. Not only was I a streamer, but in theory, I gave them like a way to maybe track who I was, like track my Twitch account by telling them what game I'm being sponsored to play. So, almost goofed it big time. And then she quit. She then proceeded to quit because she was annoyed with one of the coworkers or something like that. I don't know. My Polyheal know I'm a streamer? Yes. They do know. Here's the thing too, Godzilla. I've mentioned this before, but I'm very insulated at my job. Generally speaking, I like maybe see one of my coworkers a day, if I'm lucky, basically. If they fucking show up. If they show up to their fucking job, I see one of them per day, on average. I'll still play this here to prevent pyre damage. Pass there. Communication is key to any good relationship. True. You wouldn't tell your coworkers that you stream? Smart decision. I agree with this. Good move. Whatever. We're fine. We can just hit end turn twice. We're good. You want to hear more about this coworker that did not know how to fish? He seems like nothing's happened with that coworker since he didn't know how to fish. So I have nothing really to say about that one. He still probably doesn't know how to fish. I don't know. I haven't seen him. Removing spell shield off of corruption. Sorry, what are you talking about? You talking about resin removal? Zula? I guess so, yeah. I guess that, yeah, is a thing you can use with it. I guess you can remove the spell shield up there. That is true. He probably starved because he doesn't know how to fish. I should have taught him. My bad, Jeff. I fucking killed him by not teaching him how to fish. Wickless Recruitment would not work because Wickless Recruitment only removes debuffs and it removes burnout. So if you use it on an enemy, you're only buffing them by removing their debuffs. It doesn't work on enemies. You think with the reason it's good to keep professional and personal lives separate? Obviously, it's not 100% doable, but you can see anything good coming out of a merger of the two. I mean, you know, it just depends. Maybe you're friends with your coworker. and you want to be like, hey, you want to play fucking Call of Duty? Like, that's fine. My coworkers, some of them I like, some of them are great. Some of them I just don't want to talk to. I am a little bit of a what's it called? You know, like people who are like I am a bit of a go to work, do job, leave guy. Like I don't like if there's any corporate events happening, I don't like go to them. If there's like, you know, if there's ever a chance to like maybe like small talk with coworkers, I'll usually just look at my phone instead. Because also a big thing is that like I'm like on average probably 10 years older than most of my coworkers. So it's like there's a bit of like I don't know. I don't want to. If I was their age, I wouldn't want me talking to them. Like I'd just rather I'd rather me leave me alone. So yeah. Anyway, it's time for Lion's Mane. It's time to Lion Manes it up. Dominion Pyre into Shifting Pyre, huh? Okay, we'll see what happens. I do not sit in the corner like Aragorn. Or Aragon? Isn't sorry, one's the dragon book and one's the dude from Lord of the Rings. And my brain genuinely doesn't remember which one's which. I could have sworn Aragorn was the Lord of the Rings. Am I losing my mind? I think I'm losing my mind. Damn. Anywho. What's the biggest spooter called in Lord of the Rings again? That's, fuck. I know that one. I forget. What is that one called? Someone knows it. Yeah. Shelob. Jonathan Spider. Era gonna break his foot on the helmet. Yeah, man. That's so cool. Yeah, I cool, man. Play Verdant Cycle here. That's fine for now. Okay, we get Everbloom versus Maneater. Archer Kirby, what's my favorite / least favorite pyre? I think this might be my least favorite pyre because I don't find the random upgrades super enjoyable, and I'm worried about the variance that applies to the game. My favorite pyre, if I'm just trying to win, is probably Fira's Greed. That one's pretty awesome. For big numbers, Savagery pyre is pretty cool, especially if you have a sweeper. It's really good. General play, Personal Sport's pretty nice. Just having extra deployment energy is pretty cool too. You get to do funny shit. We have double Under Legion banner. I think I'm gonna go for Everbloom here, and just hope to see Maneater later. We don't have consistent spawns. I think we're gonna want consistent spawns if we go double right side. We don't need the Merchant of Magic too badly. I think it'll be fine. It's just about whether the upgrade unit fits and you don't have to spend the money on it. Yes. But, like, that's sort of like a thing where, you know. Sometimes it's cool you get a free upgrade that's good for you, but, like, it's kind of annoying. Sorry for vaccine, but it just win. True. We're going to go Everbloom here, I think. Worst case, we just go Everbloom 3 and we get some extra value out of our spawning pods. Best case, we see Maneater right away, go Maneater 2, Everbloom 1. Well, maybe I should have gone Maneater for Corruption Seraph, actually. We'll see. I don't know. These fires are the ones you have to activate because you forget to activate them. That's, you know, listen, same. I, too, often forget that they exist. When you're in strict 1 second, you do a run where a chat decides what you upgrade. The problem with something like that, Godzilla, is that it would just take we had to do like a poll for each decision that you make. Like for each upgrade, and it would just take so long. If there was like an integrated feature, that'd be pretty cool, honestly, and I'd be much more interested. But the fact that like that doesn't exist currently, as far as I know, it'd be kind of like horrendously annoying to play. That seems good. Vote 1 for upgrade 2, 2 for upgrade 2, 15 for skip upgrade. Yeah. Play you here. I'm gonna stack Valor on Avenger. Actually, I'll do Sport Touch here to kill the back line. Seems good. There we go. Just do what that Reddit guy did and play a whole run on a 24-hour poll. I don't... Wienercam, I'm not familiar. What is this man? What is this mysterious Reddit man, and what did he do? Pretty bad turn here. I think our Mushroom Sack will just hopefully 1v1 your rail here, though. Let's do this. Let's get some armor gain here. He started a fresh run and pulled Reddit every decision within 24-hour timers. That's excessive. Did he finish the run yet? Well, that's gonna go for a while, right? I think I'll take a gooey flask here. I don't think I want to hold over Divinity. I think I'll take a permafrosted selfless sacrifice here. That looks pretty good to me. And we're looking for Cluster Kernel. We're looking for, ideally, like, what's his name? A big hit here would be Mr. Spore Launcher, I think, with this plan. What do we got? What do we got? Spore Launcher's got a Strength Stone, but that's not too bad of an upgrade. I'm okay with that for now. I'll put double stack on the selfless sacrifice. That seems pretty good here. You have no idea you stopped using Reddit? Fair. Fair and based, honestly. I'll go Spawning Pod down to 1 cost, I think, here, too. That seems good to me as well. Okay. So now we need to... If we hit the 50-50 here and get Man-Eater on this upgrade, we're set for life, pretty much. If we don't, then things are going to be a little bit tricky, because we don't have a good way to handle Seraph at that point. But this looks to me, honestly, pretty good overall. From memory, it was, like, not good, but funny. I guess Wienercam, an important question I have here, too. Were the people who were voting, were they trying to sabotage him, or were they trying to actually help him win? What happened in regards to that? I'm interested in how that played out, specifically. Play this here, I think. Can you request a run in Chinese traditional? Nope. No, you cannot. Not allowed. I'll put the Windblade here, honestly. Maybe we just want to get some shifting back and forth here on Spore Launcher, actually. So occasionally kill your tank, but also some people trying to win. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'm going to just cause you to trigger more shifts on Spore Launcher here. Earlier on Reddit, you saw someone say that in order to fight the CDC vaccine autism nonsense, doctors should simply refuse to see patients until the CDC caves. You'll have to catch me up a bit here. I'm not super familiar on whatever this controversy is. What is this? Is it like, I remember hearing about the CDC like removing like vaccine research stuff or whatever, right? Is that what this is basically? Is that what's kind of going on here? Ah, fuck you. Fuck you, man. Bastard game. Oh, I should have put the Windblade on both these guys and have them both getting the shift value. Ah, whatever. Basically, the CDC posted that previous government policy research missed stuff linking autism to vaccines. That's not good. That's a very bad thing for them to say, I think. Huh. I'll take an intrinsic spawning pod. I like that here in this deck. I will take a cleave too. That could be a good backline clearing answer for us here today. Would love to give that holdover at some point. I think we'll go right side here. I think we'll go right side. Again, holdover. Cleave is looking pretty strong right now. I would love to see maybe like a smidge spore launcher or like a cluster kernel. Both would be pretty good here. Has you thrown it back yet? You were playing League. I did not throw it back, Voyix. How's League been? I've been playing TFT lately. As I mentioned before, still hard stuck Emerald 4 right now. But that's been kind of fun. What's in here, by the way, again? Intrinsic. Not that good. Okay. Reanimate Cluster Kernel. Welcome to the team, buddy. Very bad. We're trying to play for the Tourney Clash in 2 weeks. You are 0-4 today in your 5-stack? Damn, dude. Is your 5-stack bad? Could it be possible? I'm gonna do intrinsic, I think, on this spawning pod here. Then we'll reroll, and odds are good that we'll be able to afford a holdover if we see it here. Don't even see it, so it's fine. Ryan might be here, you can't comment. Ryan's gonna call you bad now, man. I'll do this as well, that's fine. You can't find... I think they deleted the post. What the fuck? What? From your memory, there was a Shadow Siege? That's not good. I'll tell you right now, Wintercam, that run lost. No control over what you're doing, and there's a Shadow Siege? Yeah, that run's over, man. Oh, this is a great build for Yorick right now. We can definitely play this here. Make a lot of money. Your problem with the league is that you want to play it, but you can't get your roll, so you just get sad. Aren't you in a 5-stack, Voyix? What do you mean you can't get your roll? Talk to your 5-stack. Unless you're talking about playing, like, when you're playing solo queue. You queue up to play mid, get filled support, waste 40 minutes, and repeat. In solos, you mean. Gotcha, okay. I take all those normal jobs so they don't play with me at 2 p.m. That's fair, that's fair. Voyix, I would offer to play with you, but I hate League of Legends, so no thank you. The support is the most boosted as Disneyland as role. You will not be playing it. Okay, I think my current plan is size upgrade, spore launcher, cluster kernel together here. After Archeon, but for now we'll just play this. Do I have any movement cards to move up? I don't think so, right? Just to make sure? Yeah, no. I'll play Avenger here then. Oh, I like the Gooey Flask here to immediately get a bunch of sap on Archeon. That's pretty cool. Gooey Flask down. I'll move you to the front, buddy. That's fine. Ooh, Windblade. Windblade into move you. Into Selfless Sack you here. Huge, etc. Cleave, wipe the whole floor. That seems pretty good. Windblade, get some Valor gain there. Cool. Okay, this is working well enough. I like what's happening. I'll play the Shard out here. We'll go Sport Touch into Just Cause. Oh, I should have Sport Touched Arcane. I forgot we're going to have the Rally Sport to kill the Spearman. Oh, well. Just play Dota? I don't know, man. Dota's kind of weird too, if you ask me. Move you here so the Spore Launcher doesn't die this turn. Are you guys fighting about whether or not Dota or League is better. They're the same game, man. Come on. Knock it off, Twitch chat. Stop fighting over things that don't matter. Which Leslie Lee's favorite, not really into Melting Remnant. Well, Melting Remnant got a pretty cool buff in the last patch with Lady of the House being changed. I like her a lot more now comparatively. I don't know who my least favorite clan is. It's actually a really tough question. Yeah. Play the good one. Heroes of the Storm. True. That is the good one. You're right. He's right, you know, people. I'll take a Tome of Evergrowth here, even if it comes with the thing. Ooh, I will definitely take this Spore Launcher. Dualism Spore Launcher? Fuck off, 14 attack Spore Launcher. I hate you. You're not even my real dad. There we go. That's an awesome pickup. Space upgrades, so we can fit the Cluster Kernel now in. And then we go left side and we hit something crazy here. We hit like a Smidge Stone on my 6 Spore Launcher. Let's go, people. Come on. Get some Pyre health back here, too. I don't love those too much. Let's see what's in the armory, I guess. I could probably play Shield of Winds here. I should have looked at the upgrade for Lion's Mane here, too. I'll go Shield of Winds, though. That's pretty fine, I think. Maneater? Aw, Maneater is huge here, too. Okay. I feel pretty good about this. We should be able to perma-lock down Seraph now with Mute. We will... Oh, yeah, we're just set now on this. We are cruising here. I'll just reroll. Second Dualism is just really not necessary here. I could do multi-strike on the Cluster Kernel, so it's better at killing the backline guys. But that won't come up, I don't think, at all either. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just save my money and remove cards instead at this point. Could make an attack Spore Launcher. That seems not very good though to me. You know, I'll just do I'll just do plus 20 on Cluster Kernel. That's fine here too. I was trying to save for a Smidge Stone on him, but that's not necessary, I don't think. I'll give him a little bit of more HP here. And then we will go onwards. Finally, dualism. I wish. That'd be pretty cool if you could 4x dualism. That would be a little fucked up and twisted. Am I fine here? I'm pretty sure I'm fine. I'm pretty sure I'm fine to take the Seal of Aggression. Right? Probably? Maybe? Quadism. True. Quadism. Okay, we're going to put the Tome of Evergrowth on the Dualism Spore Launcher here. Right? And a fun little maneuver we're going to try to pull here. I think we're going to put some of the saps on the Lion's Mane to give her regen for when Kel shows up. I don't care about her attack too much. I want her to actually survive the stuff, though. So I think that'll be pretty good for us here. Yeah, you know what? Joe? That's a fair position to have, where it's like not that they're your least favorite because they're weak. They are kind of boring. Also, Mix is definitely an annoying thing to play too. I'm gonna do this into Shield of Winds actually here, I think. Double triple would be great. I agree, but the cowards of Shiny Shoe won't let us have it. Okay, we'll just do this for now. Oh, I forgot I could be sapping this whole time too. Shit. Yeah, let's do that. Why not, right? I'll sap you, I guess, as well. Have you considered 6-7? Boo. Boo, hiss. Boo, hiss. Sap you. I read a sap last turn too. Whatever. I think we can play this pretty poorly and still win easily, so I'm not too concerned. Did you hear that? 7, 8, 9. When my when my niece was telling me about, when I first learned about 6-7, and when my niece was telling me about it, I did ask her about if 6 being afraid of 7, and she didn't know that one. The kids, they know about 6-7, they don't know about 7-8-9. Crazy. I'm gonna do, I think, this. I'm gonna maybe play this down here. Some of it will last till they get up here to the top. Seems fine, I don't know. Sap you. Sap you. Okay, that seems fine. What's his name, dude, that gets 40 armor reanimate? That's Hulking Mass. That's Hulking Mass, I think. And then the Monstrosity, the other one, is the 12 AoE armor one. They know about 1337? I don't think so, Grazix. I don't think they know about Leet Speak yet. I'll play this here. I could play Avenger. I'm just gonna play Mushrooms, I think. That seems fine. Okay, pass turn. Pass turn. And we win this already, right? Basically, we're not winning this currently? What the fuck? What if I silence you? Oh, it doesn't have silence on it yet. Shoot. What if I sap you? Do I win now? I'm not winning this? Really? Damn, dude. What if I put you, like, here? Does that win? You fucker. And do I guess, do I survive? I guess is an important question here, too. Hold on, let me try. Let me reset here, sorry. Let's just puzzle this out to figure out the exact optimal way to win this. If there is a better way. Because I think we can just maybe do... Oh, you know what we can do here for sure? Not, maybe not for sure. We can just do like this. Or hold on, we can do... We can sap you, right? And then just move you to the front. It's still like the same. How much damage is that 2 Pyre right now? You normally hit for a 15. Oh, it's so much Pyre damage. I think I live, but it's a lot of damage taken. Let's see if we can play this a little bit more optimally, I guess. But I'd rather not lose the win streak because I wanted to greed. I thought we had that just wrapped up there, honestly. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so let's go Spore Launcher. Maybe I put Cluster Kernel here then instead for Relentless. I guess that's fine. For tanking. Yeah, I gotta play this more seriously. I didn't realize we were in this much danger this fight, basically. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this here still. We're gonna call it a night. Zula, have a good night. Thanks for hanging. Hopefully I'll see you next time. You know, last time I put the shield on Fungi here, I'm gonna put the Windblade, I guess, on you for now. Might be better. You streamer who has started playing Monster Train 2 only since yesterday. Grazix, are you a streamer? I didn't know that. That's cool. Do you play the train game? I'll put some Valor here, I think, for now, too. Italian. Arrivederci. Arrivederci. That's my favorite Italian. Maybe I save Sack for the Relentless too. That might be better, actually. They said ciao. Arrivederci. Could play Gooey Flask here too. You know what? Sure. Yeah, let's play the Flask down here as well. Actually, save some health on Cluster Kernel. Or on Fungi, I mean. Yes, yes. Arrivederci. Okay, I played the Ember before, but this time I should probably, considering how this... You know what? I'll play it again. Fuck it. It'll be fine. Don't worry. You have the best mustache on Twitter. What? But wait, I heard Mecha Hitler was on there. The nice thing anyone's ever said, I have a nicer mustache than Mecha Hitler. That's so kind of you. Let's play the Shard here, I think. We don't have to play the Spear Steward. Is he talking about Grok-chan? That's not who I was talking about. But... oh, well, what's this, I guess. Let's cleave here. Let's save some health. I'm going to play you here. I'm going to play this to give you Lion's Mane even more regen, basically. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm going to do here is, well, I'm going to actually pick you guys off because you're adding corruption to my front line, I'm realizing, too. Let's do that. Let's do the sack here. And then... sap you up. That should go pretty well, I think. Okay. How does this look now? Okay, if I do this, do we win? Okay, we win. Hooray. I will play no other spells. I will end the combat. Mecha Hitler Steel Stash doesn't count. He's a faker. Faker? T1 faker? The only, like, reference League of Legends that I know about currently right now? Big? You know what? I'll take a Twin Stone Inhale here, actually. That might be pretty decent. I can see this actually playing pretty well into this setup currently. I don't want Imprison Zephyr. Everlasting Light. We do have the dualism with Spore Launcher. You know what? I kind of don't hate the AoE Valor gain here too. You know what? Sure. Valor me. Voyix added Dale. You got a problem with Dale? This is for everyone going through tough times. Amen, brother. Shout out my boy Dale. You know what? Now I will put Multi-Strike on the Spore Launcher. If I'm giving him the Everlasting Light, that's pretty decent here. That's a pretty good game plan. Enkidu, I have a question, Enkidu. Have you been playing Teamfight Tactics recently? I matched against someone named Enkidu. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked it up and I learned that Enkidu is like apparently some sort of like weird ancient deity or whatever, I think. But it could have also been you. Was it you? Were you playing TFT? You've never played TFT? You got a sus imposter out there. Watch out. Dude, oh my god. I love this one. Voyix, that's a great emote. Boing, that's awesome. Isn't he a character in the Epic of Gilgamesh? I don't know anything about the Epic of Gilgamesh. When Bill Clinton boing. Bubba, get on my horse. Or whatever. I don't know. I could take Equalizing Rings and merge it with Shield of Winch. It's not bad on the mushroom stack, but it's not that important either, I don't think. I just spent money for the merge for not much gain. No thank you. I'm already full up on upgrades now, basically. So I don't want to reroll here, really. Voyix, can you have a O as a treat? What are you talking about? Anyone know what this Godzilla guy is saying? Watch a lot of Cranberry YouTube now, but you don't get to see the epic mustache, so it's not as satisfying. Well, you know, the streams are on YouTube, or at least the Monster Train streams are on YouTube too, at least. They're there as well. You're pretty sure he's propositioning Voyix? Damn, dude. What the hell? Keep it in your pants. What am I doing here? I think I'm just gonna probably dupe my spawning pods. Get a better early start to the combat. Voyix knows what you mean. Dude, what the fuck is this one? Did he like send you a DM about one? Interesting. Aberdie Plefenzen. What? Is this like is this vegan posse? Like vegan gang? Is this German for vegan gang? And the dude eating a tree is running away from him? Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, that's probably the one that Godzilla sent you. Can you get an O? That's O. That's O for sure. Get the other shield steward out of here. Stinky. Next fight, please. Titan Skin 4 is not much of a factor here, I'm pretty confident in saying. Why are these emotes not showing up for you anymore? I don't know, Taoist. That is honestly concerning if they're not showing up for you, though. What the heck? Okay, spawning pod me. Definitely put a little Tome of Evergrowth here. Shard down. And I think I'll just, like, kill you. Make a mushroom. Like, why not, right? Seems fine. Ooh, Shield of Winge into the Everlasting Light. Big. Big, big, big. You're dead as shit. Okay, that's cool. Okay. I'm gonna Gooey Flask here. We don't even need to really Gooey Flask at all. It just does seem pretty unnecessary. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. I can play the Ember here, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna put Sap on you. I guess Sap on you too, right? That seems good, yeah. BRB, you're on a mission from Godzilla? Okay. Good luck. I guess I go Spore Touch first into Cleave. Doesn't matter too much, I guess, huh? I'll go Self Sack actually here. Self Sack into Cleave. Then we'll once again sap both of you. Oh, I am losing the strike triggers though. Actually, there, losing the strike triggers from Spore Launcher. Never mind. Don't do it that way. Do it like this. I'll play you here. Okay, this is cool. It worked. Let's go. Let's go. You've been feeling lightheaded for the past few hours. You just realized it's like 8 p.m. and you ate your last meal like yesterday at 4:30. Listen. I'm not a scientist. Fucking eat something. Duh. I know you're not asking for help, obviously. But still. Case closed, people. Eat food. We'll just end turn there. You were busy? That's fair, that's fair. CS, how has the Black Friday Ying been? Are you having fun? Getting prepared? What is 8 p.m.? Oh, it's a little late in the after. It's like in the evening, I'd say. Okay, Pandemic's pretty awesome here. We could take Contagious. Really stupid here. But it would be a dumb pick. We'll go Pandemic here for sure. I'm down for Eagleheart actually as well. Eagleheart looks pretty good here to me. Oh, Benediction's really good as well. Yeah, actually go Benediction here. Never mind. Way stronger. Way stronger currently. It kind of is like topping our health off to full. Maybe we can get like a cool room to make Intrinsic here too, actually. Yeah, sure. Why not? Busy as ever, living fuck, but also not that bad, and it oscillates. That's fair. Ooh. Weapons Cache is pretty cool. So let me get the Shield of Winge and the Everlasting Light here? Yeah. That's sick, okay. I will make you deployable. I will get the other Everlasting Light, and I believe I will remove these Wind Blades here. Now we just get to go play all my shit out. Play a bunch of equipments for free. That's pretty cool. 62 cents. Is that just... That's just 62 cents, okay. Fair. Fair. That's it. That's what... Listen, that's what it says it right in the tin. That's 62 cents, man. I could go Hall of Mirrors here. You know what I kind of like, actually? I'm going to go Hall of Mirrors, because we can play Hall of Mirrors after playing our weapon cache here. And it'll just give us extra spawns every time we spawn, basically. That seems pretty good. Seems really good, honestly, yeah. Voidjack64 at it again. He's a very mischievous boy. I'll go bottom floor here, I think. Should be pretty fine to play this. And we go. We don't play the weapon cache this combat, unfortunately, because we need to get these guys down. We go a billion spawns. Rocks fall, everyone dies. I'll play you here too, I think. And I guess I will just play this and pass for now. Seems good, okay. Voyix added the emote Dicko mode. Voyix, what are you trying to say about giving me the perfect emote? What are you trying to say to me, man? What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of Travis Scott Dicko mode? Oh, I should have played Cleave here, by the way. Ah, shoot. Yeah, let me go back, actually. Young LaFlame, he in Dicko mode. Oh, I drew it off a spawning pod. I didn't realize. Never mind. Okay, well. Oh, I could play self-sack then, but that's kind of like cheating, I feel like. I'll play that here. And then you get one hit on Pyre, you die here. Let's play this, I think. Ooh, Hall of Mirrors, that's a good hit. And then I can do this and do this and probably let you walk to Pyre and it shouldn't be a big deal. That seems fine, okay. What the fish? Someone made a bunch of censorship emotes. Holy crap. That's really funny. That is really funny. I can't kill you because you have the spell shields. Guess we'll just do this, right? And we'll sap you up here a little bit. That seems fine to me. Okay. Happy Chicken Sunday. Voyix, get rid of these immediately. Voyix, I command you to remove these censored emotes now. I will not abide by this. Added the emote Hecky? I can't. Yeah, that one you can keep. That one you can keep. That one you can keep. That one I like. I like Hecky. That one's pretty funny. That one I like a lot, actually. That one can stay. Hecky's chill as far as I'm concerned. Okay, this goes here. This goes here. We're very much set for life on this combat. And then I guess we'll just play Gooey Flask into Pandemic here to try to make more money off of Yorick. That seems pretty good. Anyone know how to get Twitch to open streams as not muted by default? I don't know, man. I just open them and they work usually, hopefully. She hecky on my chicken till I chum. Boys, is there a censored emote for cum? That's actually a good question. Click on the treasure here. We have a lot of consume spells. Why not? Energy for sure here. Remember when you opened streams and they just worked? True. But then woke happened. Or something, I don't know. I'm gonna go right side here. I'd like to remove some garbage. You know what? It's time for him to go. I'm sorry, the shitty Spore Launcher, you're out of here, man. You're fucking out of here. And you know what? No one's got time to play this Ember. I gotta play my consume spells, so no thank you here, too. We're gonna go with Maneater 2 to get some silence onto my Seraph. You do the commendation that worked today for clutching the fuck up due to misscheduling, making you the only warehouse person in the store for 15 minutes, and in that time you carried out 17 TVs. Holy shit, he's not, you're not the Joker, you're fucking the Hulk, dude. That's crazy. That's too many TVs. Knock it off. Somebody stop this man. He's got too many of them. I'll do this on like Just Cause. I think Smolder Stone here. I like Eternal Stones here. I don't want to remove them. And I'll probably do, you know, I'll do Frozen Gooey Flask actually here. We'll reroll. Stack Stone on Benediction's pretty good. Holy Stone, I'll put that onto Pandemic. That seems pretty good. And then I will remove... What is this? Oh shit, a rat? Okay. That's a good emote. You know, I'll remove the Windblade because I might just dupe one of my Everlasting Lights again for a deployment. Because we do... No, let's get rid of it. Yeah, just get rid of it here. Yeah, we play 3 units in deployment. Yeah, that should be fine. I guess I like -1ing the Inhale here too. Sure, why not? Why not, man? Okay. Think about this one. Boy, I don't think we can have that one be in here, man. I think because the emote is too small, it's very... I don't think we can do this one, brother. I don't think this is gonna fly. Because you gotta remember that when you see it, it's kind of small. You don't get a very good look at it at first. So, remove the Ken doll. Thank you, boys, for removing the Ken doll. I think you saved me from getting canceled by the woke mob again. I need to kill the silencers, but I can do that pretty easily. We can take this. You added the emote. Who is that? That's a pretty good one. That is a pretty good... Oh, why do I have this Avenger in here still? What the fuck, dude? This guy should not be in this run. Oh, wait a second. I mean, I can still do this, but... The Shield of Wind, I guess, yeah, whatever. I'll just do this then. I don't get the unit that's supposed to hold the Shield of Wind isn't even here right now. You gotta do it this way to get him back. There we go. I'm gonna do this to kill you, I think. I'll play the spawning pods here. Just like Unearthed Treasure. Spawning pod, just play the Vengeful Shard. That seems fine enough to me. Fuck my stupid chud cat. What the fuck, man? Don't be mean to that cat. He seems pretty chill. What's your problem? Okay, we play that pass. Did you get to the tabletop RPG thing in Discord today? You love Lancer? I've heard about Lancer. I've never played it myself. Seems neat, though. We'll go Spore Touch here, I guess, and pass. Well, I gotta keep an eye for these silencers still, too. Yeah, gotta kill this fucker. I guess I do this into this, right? Get an extra spawn that way. Put this here. Kill your ass. I play that. I guess it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. Get some more Valor gain here. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Inhale be me when you see some time for some orange juice. Donair. I don't think that's you, man. I think you're confused. I think you're deeply confused. What do I know, right? Oh, you did see your cat. Very nice. I wish I saw a cat. That'd make my day. Sap you, sap you. All I know about Lancer is that Max be casting spells, man. It's messed up. I know it's about, Ooh, also. Get this guy out of here. I know it's a tabletop RPG that is about mechs. So basically the same thing, you know, it seems like. I know as much as you know about it. It seems cool from what I've seen, though, at the very least. That's a Gouda emote. You didn't use the emote, though, Lord of Pies. It's exclamation point Gouda. You seem to be confused. There we go. That looks good. You weren't trying to? You seem to be confused. Why were you not trying to? That doesn't make sense either. Silence you so I can play this pandemic so I can get more money. There we go. Very nice. This run seems pretty good. Boyx, you streaming tonight? What are you up to later? What the? Toucan got auto-modded for the Edmund McMillan copy pasta. What the heck? Also, who approved it? Which is Mary secretly here? Mary, have you been here this whole time? I didn't approve that. I was going to approve, but I didn't. There's a ghost in the machine. Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Guys, it's over. There's a damn ghost in the machine. Oh, Bird's here. I forgot. Bird is here too. Stop. Why does the fucking auto mod hate? Why does it hate the fucking Edmund McMillan copy pasta? That's so sad. I love that one. Do I want to take this here? It's not bad. Now to skip. It's not even Mary. It was Bird who did it. I forgot Bird was here. Did you guys? Hey, shout out to my boy Bird. By the way, did you guys know that Bird's been uploading Slice and Dice YouTube videos? It's very cool. It is very cool. He's been playing some text mod stuff. One of his videos just got recommended to me because I did subscribe to him way back when he posted the video of me without a shirt on. But he's been playing the Slicey Dicey, which I thought was cool to hear. I'm gonna go right side here. Yeah, we don't care about left side at all, really. You do be doing that. He do be doing that. I think I care more about the Hollow Mirrors than I care about the Bloodsoaked Arena. Call him Scoob. I miss Scoob. Void Fragment a little late, but that's fine. Cascade's not bad here either. I mean, it's a removal. It's cheaper than a removal from the Purge here, so that's fine, right? I'll take all of these. And then, what do I want here? I'll reroll. Inferno Room is maybe a little bit of overkill, but we can play it. With the Artificial Pyrostone, you know what? Sure, why not? Why not just really make sure we win this run, right? Why fuck around? Want to make an Elden Ring YouTube video tutorial with the worst mic and picture quality possible? That'd be pretty fun. You should do it. Why not do it, is my question. Why not do something fun? I'm gonna just copy, I think, my spawning pod here. Market's already saturated. I bet it's desaturated by now. I think people are kind of like not done with with Elden Ring, but like I don't know. It's probably a good idea, honestly. I don't know. I was thinking about, you know what? I've seen people talk about this. There kind of really isn't a guide video for Monster Train 2 from any of the what I would say are like the good train players, right? Like Tangelicious, Gabriot, Dusk, Voyix, Mr. Tom is a Fish, Sanguine Penguin, and then myself, I guess, in that list if you want to put me in there too. No one has made an actual real guide video for the game. Obviously, Voyix has made some videos that were like guide videos for specific clans, but he kind of like didn't finish the series. And then I think when kind of like pivoted to like a tier list video. I'm surprised there's no like actual just general guide video for this game. But I think it's also just too late to make one. I think people don't care anymore. We'll do this up here still. Step 1, get the good card. Step 2, don't get the bad cards. That's real. That's real. Prepping your Lamaus. I didn't forget. His were clan specific. He didn't even finish all the clans. Okay, silence you. None of that shit, buddy. Do I want a second pandemic here? I guess so. We have the twin mines. Do this, sap you up big time. I guess I can Gooey Flash pretty safely as well here. That seems fine. Okay, cool. I guess I'll just inhale. Unearthed treasure. Spawning pod. I'll play the shard. Blast down here, I guess. Whatever. Me trying to figure out what to do after exhaling? True. True, true. Silence here, silence here. I can get the Avenger out of deck, I guess, now. That seems fine, sure. Get this stinky guy out of here. There's my Hall of Mirrors. That's a pretty good hit. Okay, last emo. Shaw. Of course you gotta put Shaw in, for sure. That goes without saying, I thought. Play this past turn. Hang on, one more. What do you got? Shawn Mendes hot. Okay, you know, hey, listen, more power to you, man. I'm happy you feel comfortable enough, Voyix, to express that here. This is the actual picture. It's just him lifting his shirt up. But wait, that's not Shawn Mendes' abs. That's not his abs. And I know what they look like. That's not them. This is fake. This is fake. This is a ruse. And you're all falling for a hook, line, and sinker. I can't believe this. What do you mean? You're like, everything you thought you knew was a lie. That's what I mean, Voix. Already full HP. I guess I don't need to really pen. I mean, yeah, like I don't need the money from Yorick here. We're already full HP. I'll just play the cleave, whatever. Oh, I forgot to silence you before. Actually, I'm now realizing. Shoot. Okay, we'll just do this then. We'll use some sap here and we'll be fine. You die to your decay, I think, next turn. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Full HP, pass turn. I guess I should, in theory, try to play more consume spells to make more money for score. I guess the score bonus I should keep in mind here, right? Remove a card from my deck. I'm sorry I have to do it to you, Avenger, but get the fuck out of here. Don't even look at me, you piece of shit. Random guy, hello over there, over in YouTube chat, random guy. How are you? Hopefully you are well. Sorry, Voyix, I think I asked. I don't know if you answered because I think you were busy looking for emotes instead. He's streaming Slice and Dice, and I scrolled up, I see it. You're streaming Slice and Dice, and that's crazy. You doing anything special? You doing anything cool? Just unfair generate still? What you getting up to over there? You're gonna play Bliptra? That's cool. Not to shill too hard from, but did you ever play Slicymon at all, Voyix? I don't know if I would even say that you'd like it, but I'm just curious if you ever got around to it. You played a run? I bet he hated it, because he hates fun. Shield of Winge. It was fine. He hates fun. I knew this guy hated fun. There we go. Pass turn. You remember having any strong feelings about Slicymon? Bird, don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, there's my Hollow Mirrors. That's pretty cool. We'll do Inhale here for incant purposes. And just Spore Touch here, I think, too. That looks pretty good. Slicymon 3.0 is canceled. Fuck you, Voyix. What the fuck, man? Come on, I was looking forward to that. I was gonna come back to Slice and Dice for when Slicymon came out. What? I can't believe this guy. What the fuck, man? He hates Bird. Play you here. I can cleave you guys down. It doesn't even matter really too much. I'll play the spawning pod. That's fine. You were gonna come for Slicymon? I was gonna, absolutely. 100% real. Unearthed Treasure. I couldn't get any of my zero-cost spawning pods, really? Fuck you, Unearthed Treasure, piece of shit game. There we go, okay. Pass turn. Slicymon sounds like a cheap copy from Digimon. No, it sounds like the best Slice and Dice text mod ever made. Actually, and if you don't think that, then I'm gonna shoot you with a gun that shoots rocks. And it'll hurt a lot, but it won't kill you. Just to make sure we're all on the same page here. It's not a lethal gun. It's a rock shooting gun, okay? You're still fucked up here, which is good news for us. I'll do this. I'll do this. There's a sport touch up here too. That seems fine. A sling. Insert rocket launcher pun. No, no. Stop doing puns. Stop it. Stop belittling my threat. You bastards. It's not fair. You're dead. You're dead. You're pretty much dead, buddy. I don't know if you know this, if anyone told you to, then you're basically dead. You think people who sold rocks back in the days are bad people? Like arms manufacturers? I guess, you know what? Like, maybe. I don't know. Was there a big, like, was there like a whole, like, military industrial complex for like, rocks? I had to think about it more. What's wrong with selling rocks? Next, you're gonna say, like, what's wrong with selling, like, you know, I don't know, missiles to Saudi Arabia? Can't you just reach down? Well, what if you like, want, like, a really good rock, though? Like, a really sharp or heavy rock? That's what the... Like, can't you just build your own missile? Like, come on. I could Google it, sure, but the really good missiles come from Halliburton, man. Everyone knows this. Anyway, we don't have time for a third run, but we can sit here and shoot the shit for a bit and maybe do, like, I don't know, we could do like a little scrandle maybe, or a little catfishing until the Void starts to stream. What do you guys want to do while we wait? You only buy your rocks from Northrop Grumman. True, true. That's fair, that's fair. Scrandle? We can do a little scrandle, sure. Absolutely. If you don't know, real quick, with the way scrandle works is... Hold on, one moment. Oh, I'm sorry, scrandle 2. Sorry, not normal scrandle. You guys time to say arrivederci? Toucan? Arrivederci. Ciao. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging. So scrandle, they show you side-by-side pictures of food, and you have to guess which one is the better ranked food. Now, keep in mind, this is ranking specifically Scran, which I learned from Scrandle is like slang for like stadium food, very popular specifically in England. So luckily, Ratterbox is not here, so they won't be able to cheat and automatically detect which food is better. You get to come in here. So this is the bonus round where I think it's like you do this to like help the voting algorithm, right? So we have two things here. We have, for example, they're calling them fries. They're really potato wedges. Let's be for real about this. This is not French fries. That's a potato wedge for sure. Then we have over here, which is a bacon cheeseburger. Now, it's not the worst cheeseburger ever. Remember, it's stadium food for €6. It's a pretty thin patty. Not bad looking bacon though. Not like terribly cooked. It seems fine. Good bun. But you gotta understand that this is $2.50, and I feel like Japanese food gets a pretty big just racial bonus in this game. So I'm gonna go. I mean, we're this is not even like an actual round though. This is us voting for the algorithm, so it doesn't actually count, right? So it helps. You know, whatever, right? You take the cheeseburger even though it looks mid. I probably would too, Godzilla, but you gotta vote based on what you think other people are voting on, right? Oh, is this dessert day? Is it like a dessert themed one? Can I? Oh, first off, there's no way this chocolate cake slice is 30 cents. This has to be a mistake. The lemon tart looks pretty good to me. The cake looks fine, and it's 30 cents. It has to be the slice of chocolate cake here, right? Yeah, there you go. 94%. Good. We go. You know what I should do? Actually, hold on. Before I forget, I should show the seed. I forgot to do it last time, but let me show the... In case someone does watch this stream. Sorry, hold on. Real quick. Failure Riders powder, by the way. There you go. Okay. Now we can play Scrandle. Sorry about that. The tart isn't as messy. That is true. The tart is not as messy. Jay, that's a good point. For stadium food, it would definitely be easier to pick up and eat the tart. But 30 cents. 30 cents, you gotta go with that. This is all, so they do themes like this is all dessert themed. This is interesting. Homemade banana and chocolate cake for $1 versus warm toffee apple crumble. The crumble doesn't look too bad. It looks a little, I mean, I'd eat this for sure. It doesn't look too bad, but this one's $1, dude. It looks pretty good as well, and it says homemade. I think I gotta go for the $1 homemade banana and chocolate cake, man. Banana and chocolate cake is an interesting combination. This is a tough one. Mithra, also hello. Hello. I'm gonna go, I mean, personally, I get the cake for $1. Damn, dude. Okay, fair, fair. Those are both pretty good. You take the toffee apple crumble. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, this is another tough one, man. The frozen strawberries with ice cream looks pretty good. To me, the strawberries look a little too frozen. The ice cream looks a little bit melty, but obviously that's fine. It's soft serve. Maybe it's a hot day, right? But this is, chocolate and nut covered banana. The nuts look pretty good. The banana seems fine. It's 50 cents. That's real cheap. I'm gonna go for the strawberry, frozen strawberries with ice cream here, I think. It's a tough one again. These are all pretty good. A Botervlai. Botervlai? I don't know what this is. Sugar crumble pastry. Free? Free? They're giving them out? And then berries free from a bush. I'm gonna go, obviously, listen, these berries seem fine. Berries? This is someone just brought them in with them to the stadium, dude. I'm gonna go with the Botervlai. That looks really good, and it's free, man. With berries, there's no way that wins. Okay. Fried apple pancake. It looks pretty decent. Looks pretty decent there. And then we've got the Jaffa Cake donut. I'm gonna go Jaffa Cake donut on this one. A little bit cheaper. Looks pretty good. The cream in there looks pretty nice as well. Yeah, for sure. Okay, again, these are all very close votes, which is pretty surprising. And we've got homemade chocolate. Why are there so many of these homemade chocolate cakes? What is going on here, by the way, too? Hold on. What is going on here? It's fucking Spider-Man. And he's got... listen, I'm sorry. I don't know if he works for the stadium. I don't know if I'm going to trust Spider-Man walking around with a garbage bag full of bananas, man. I don't know. It's Brazil? Yeah, man, but like, surely he can have a better container than the garbage bag full of bananas. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I think, listen, if they weren't in the garbage bag, we could talk. I think I gotta go for the homemade chocolate cake here on this one. Gotta go Spidey. Nah, bro. See, people are skeeved out by the garbage bag, man. The garbage man doesn't want you to notice, but the berries are free. You can just take them. That is true. Any of you guys ever go berry picking as kids? I would actually, like, my grandma's house when I was a kid, she had, like, a spot in her yard that just, like, the bushes were full of berries. And I would eat them, and she did not make me wash them before. So I think that is not good. But, it was fun. We went berry picking this summer. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I gotta be honest. This looks delicious. This looks incredible. I gotta learn how to make this because I love making quesadillas. This shit looks incredible to me, man. I gotta go with the s'mores quesadillas here. The apple crumbs and custard doesn't look too bad, but this looks crazy good. Okay, there we go. And then we've got, what do we got here? Apple crumble versus unicorn pancakes. No, so this is not free. This is no price data. So unicorn pancakes, $6.20. Listen, the unicorn pancakes don't look good. They look pretty bad, but this looks pretty horrible. I'm going to go with the pancakes here on this one, I think. Had a raspberry bush, and the thorns were sharp as hell. Yeah, we had blackberries and raspberries, I think. It was a mixed bush. You guys didn't like the quesadilla there? The s'mores quesadilla? I'd fucking eat that, man. That looked good to me. You take left, I'm going right on this one, I think. I don't like either. But the no price data skis me out too much. And it looks pretty bad. There you go. Just barely edged it out. Barely. Okay, we've got a gay cake. Looks pretty good. It is a little pricey, though. Oh, that's a milkshake. This is a gay milkshake. I'm sorry. My apologies. We have a gay milkshake, and then we've got a Biscoff. Biscoff? Is this like a? Is this like a? Is it like one of those things where you don't pronounce it the way it looks? Is this like a? Is it? I know it's not biscotti. Oh, it's a freak shake. Dang, dude. I didn't realize it was homophobic this whole time. What the hell? Yeah, this is too messy. I agree. I'm gonna go with the cake here. This doesn't look bad. It's a bit much. There you go. I agree. That one looks really good too. Okay, last one. Did we saw this one before? Actually, we saw the warm toffee apple crumble. That was like this first or second one in the thing. It's the one that we got wrong. I'm pretty sure. Okay, listen. I'm sorry. I can't pick the apple and mince pie crumble if you can't even show me a clear picture of it. Yeah, it's got to be left on this one. Oh, Biscoff is a brand of cookie? Interesting, okay. Enhance? Yeah, you gotta show me a better picture if you want me to vote for it. You gotta go with the warm toffee apple crumble on that one. Okay. 9 out of 10 on Scrandle? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Community average 7.3. Get fucked, idiots. People don't scran like I do. Anyway, that's Scrandle, and I'm pretty sure Voyix is live by now, or he should be live. If he's not, something's not terribly wrong. So let's go. Let me double check to make sure he is live before we rate him. Hold on. He is. Okay, good. So if you're watching on Twitch, you'll be actually on both platforms. You'll be sent over there. But I think if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be a little while before he actually does go live. Oh, friend, bad timing, but good to see you, friend. We're ending the stream, and maybe I'll be able to knock on the stream and say hi to him. We'll see. Who knows? Let me go to the YouTube stream. Everyone, thanks for watching. Hopefully you had a good time. I had a good time. Customization and redirect, search, Voyix. It might be a little while before he actually goes live over on the YouTube side though, because you might have to wait a little bit in silence or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, next stream hopefully tomorrow, but probably not. Definitely Cock Sunday though. That's for damn sure. I'll see you guys. Goodbye.